What's going on? What's going on, fun truckers? Happy Tuesday morning. Decided I'm gonna do a little bit of a short live stream covering the Shakur versus Teofimo Lopez. Woke up to see some actual training footage of the camp of Teofimo Lopez, something that we hadn't seen in the previous couple weeks leading up to this mega fight on January 31st. Got the cup of coffee, cafecito. Yeah, man. Tio is gonna be fighting the track star Shakur. What's good? Pop a lot of smoke. What's up? What's up? Early in the comments. That's what's up. My boy Smoke. My boy Smoke. Hey Jackie, what's up? Early in the comments. You got Tio. That's why you like me talking shit with everyone saying that Tio's gonna knock Shakur out. Here's my official prediction. I think that it's gonna be a draw. And I'm not saying that to troll or just to take the easy way out. I think that Tio is gonna land the bigger shots in the fight. But it's going to come out to be a draw because I think the swing rounds or the rounds that the judges are going to have a tough time choosing. I think they'll side with Teofimo and give him those rounds because he's trying hard. I hope it's a clear winner as well, Jackie. But you know that it could be it could definitely go 7-5 in the way of Shakur. People will say it'll make it look easy. People are going to say that Shakur beat Tio's ass on the back foot. Again, I think that Tio has to press and he has to find his way to win those rounds, especially those rounds where Shakur doesn't do much at all when he's throwing, he's throwing around 22 punches around, to give a shout out to Bob, Jersey Bob. And I think when the judges go to score those close rounds, they're going to give Teofimo the benefit of the doubt because he's the one that was pressing forward and calling for the action. I actually think that Tio is going to have the biggest punch in the fight, might knock him down, and that can eventually lead to a draw. 7-5. Can you see it 7-5 in the way of Teofimo? Now, will that be some crazy shit? Will that be the craziest shit ever if Teofimo beats Shakur on decision without a knockdown? And will it be even crazier if Shakur knocks Teofimo down? What if Shakur dog walks Tio? That will be more surprising, in my opinion, than Tio knocking Shakur out. Because what we know for a fact is that Shakur is hard to get hit. He's the hardest to get hit out of all the current day boxers, statistically. If there's anybody that can do it, it is someone with extreme athleticism. Someone who's been boxing just as long as Shakur. I put in the posted note up on the number of viewers. Something I like to do, so I don't care if there's nobody watching. I can just talk into the mic without worrying about this. Jackie says, yeah, I think Tio is more skillful than Shakur. So then you can see Teofimo winning a 7-5 against Shakur. Is that what you're saying? If he's more skillful? Okay. Here's the thing. In the amateurs at the national tournaments, you see this fight a lot, and I am just going to say it. You see, boxing is predominantly a Black and Latino sport. So in the finals, you get a lot of Black versus Latino matchups. A lot of the time, you get that come forward aggressive Mexican style. They're not always Mexican, but you have a Latino versus a slick black fighter in the finals a lot of the time. And not all the time does the slick black fighter win based off of the defensive maneuvers and making you miss. A lot of the time, but that's the difference. It's a 3-round fight compared to a 12-round fight. And in a 3-round fight, I think Shakur would win. But in a 12-round fight, I think Teo is going to find that punch, find a punch that connects, find a groove in the fight where he can beat Shakur Stevenson to the punch. He knows where to land that punch when he's pulling back. Right? Because Shakur is going to be doing this. So my point that I'm trying to make there is that not all the time do you see the slick black fighter win all the time. Just personal anecdote there. What's up, fun truckers? I'm eating a bagel with some blackberries. Tuesday morning, I got the day off. I'm going to do a little bit of a short live here.
You chose me. I ain't choose you. You chose me. So I'm going to tell you straight the F up. You can go back to 135. We'll send you back to lightweight. You still got your WBC belt. You're going to be fine. Shakur will fall. Chaz.
Finally.
We are here at the Undisputed Performance Center. Just in preparation for...
We're getting... who do you have winning? Nick Ball versus Figo Roa. Jackie, I don't know too much about both of them. You're the more... it's strange where I decide to put my boxing energy, right? I know that Nick Ball fought recently on a card against Raymond Ford, if I'm not... Sounds sad to say, but I don't know too much about Nick Ball. Hey, Smoke. Let's get you up in here.
Oh, so you seen him too? You seen the footage today too?
This here, the Roadrunner?
Yeah, I wrote. We 4 hours apart, so I seen that shit at like 5:30 this morning. I was gonna do it live.
Oh, wow.
But I'm like, well, since you beat me to it, I might as well get my take over here.
Finally, we get some in-camp footage. This is the first time that we're seeing him in shape, and his dad working with him.
For January 31st
and
Shakur Stevenson.
Put this on mute. But this is the first inside of the camp look we're getting.
Yeah, all we've been getting is Keyshawn and Shakur, and what I seen a date. There's another 4-minute one from the zone that he did too. So I saw that too. That's pretty good too.
Yeah, there's this 10-minute video here the zone put out. Stop holding me, Shakur.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, stop holding me, Shakur. He had fun in that. He was having fun in that video. I don't think they're gonna show. I really think he's being underestimated, and I think
yeah. We'll just hang on right there. Absolutely, Smoke. I think when you're a 3-1 underdog, when the guy's coming up to your weight class, you're being severely underestimated. I think that's why I have it a draw. I actually think that Shakur is going to win the fight, but they're going to give the draw so they see a second and third fight.
If it's a draw, Teo wins.
Why do you say that?
Because he's already
People's champ
against the great unbeatable mastermind Shakur Stevenson, who ain't never proved that on a fighter that even close to his level. But if he gets a draw against the great Shakur, that's a win for Teo. Because they saying that Shakur is 2.5, 3 times better than Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah, that's messed up.
I don't see that.
And he's going to go up, and you hear people saying, "Oh, as soon as he beats Teo, he's going to go back down." Like, I don't think it's that easy. It's not that easy to put on the weight because he's looking a little bit bigger. Shakur, I was watching some footage of him yesterday, and then just to lose that muscle mass and go back to your 35-pound weight class. I don't think it's that easy. But underestimating Tio is what exactly is happening right now, which makes me pull for him even more. I love to see the underdogs. I don't mind if I pick the favorite and the underdog wins, because at the end of the day, that's when boxing wins. When you have heartfelt stories, when you have 3-1 underdogs, when you have Dalton Smith KO Matias, Andrew Ruiz against Joshua.
I'm not gonna lie, that Dalton Smith fight, like the day before, I picked Dalton Smith. I couldn't take Sabril. It was the day before though. Like
it'll be hard for me to pick. It'll be hard for me to pick Matias again for sure, knowing that the game plan's out there.
Everybody ain't gonna be able to execute that, man. To come straight forward, and you know what I'm saying, just outman him. Everybody ain't gonna be able to do that.
Yeah, but I think that Dalton had 2 more rounds in that fight. I think Dalton had 2 more rounds in that fight, and it was over. They both looked tired for sure, but
yeah, that's true. But that's a game plan to pick. I'm gonna outman the boogeyman. I'm gonna be right there the whole fight.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, everybody ain't doing that. Shakur won't do that. We know that's
Yo, what would be a crazier outcome? Tio winning a decision, or like a easy decision 8-4, or Shakur putting Tio on his back?
Him putting Tio on his back.
Okay. You can see 8-4 Tio. I mean, that's more likely than Shakur knocking down Tio.
Yeah. I mean, well, if he catches him coming in and doing some crazy shit, that could happen too. But they both about the same, you know what I'm saying? But the thing with Tio is that Tio could get into a groove and start flowing like water. And we've seen that. And people act like they haven't. They like, I don't see it. Then I'd be like, well, then what the fuck y'all been watching?
What the fuck are you watching?
Watching, man. Like, just tell the truth. You don't like him because of the antics that he did, and you ain't forgave him. Just say the shit. Stop trying to come up with all these cockamamie. Oh man, he lost. He did this. Sugar Ray Leonard lost. Mama Hagler lost. Tommy Hearns lost. Roberto Duran lost.
Muhammad Ali lost. Mike Tyson lost. Roy Jones. Let's go.
All these guys lost before and still came back to be champions and beat guys that you didn't think they were going to be able to beat.
Yeah.
Taking a loss, holding on to that, really ain't all that, man, especially now. Taking a loss and coming back and being even better than before, that means something. Like, people act like they ain't took a loss in life, like you lost your job and was like, damn, what am I doing?
That's what fighters do, Smoke. Fighters fight, some win, some lose, and they come back to fight another day. You know, they don't let a loss define them. A loss is not their identity. They're not losers. They're fighters.
Man, there's some fighters that they got 4 or 5 fights planned out throughout the year already. Because it don't matter if they win or lose.
Yo, Jared Anderson is a great example. Losing against McCauley, his life is shattered. Yeah. He let a loss define him.
Yeah. But I hate to say it, when you predominantly, I ain't gonna say it, but I feel like he's just a mama's boy. I really feel like he's a mama's boy all the way through. And the shit he was saying was just like, I was like, yo, is you really saying this shit? And like, you know, you're supposed to just say this a little bit. You're supposed to say this in front of everybody. So we just.
Well, what did he say?
When he was talking about boxing don't define me, and I'm gonna be, my mama always said this, my mama said I'm bigger than boxing. I don't need to fight for a world title to, like, listen, homie, if you want that money to change your world, the heavyweights have to get belts. Unless you become a personality, and usually the personalities at least become a champion, you need a belt at the heavyweight division, or at least fight for a partner. So, and then the crying in front of Roy. And then I'm a big Jared Anderson fan, so I found his channel.
Whoa. That's the first time I've heard anybody say that.
Yeah, I was a big Jared Anderson fan. I was part of the Riddick Bowl. He could have been the next great one since Riddick Bowl for America. And then when I was watching his channel, he got a bunch of do-boys around him, bro. He ain't got nobody to tell him, like, yo, man, you fucking up. Like, he got the 2 DUI. That's why right before the fight, he just won the court case.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And he was mad at Top Rank because he was saying that Top Rank was exploiting him by saying that he got caught. They did it on ESPN. So he went against the grain. Everybody at Top Rank told him, no, don't take that damn fight. What's wrong with you? He took that fight all confidently on his own, went in there and got spanked. So, like, you're going to get mad because you did something that your advisors, your promotional company told you not to do. You said, I'm going to just pay y'all fee. They said, okay, you're going to pay us. We already know it's going to happen. But all the money they invested into you for it to go down the drain like that?
I had no idea he had 2 DUIs.
Yeah. We got a DUI. He wrecked his Durango and his goddamn supercharged.
Oh, shit. Man, boxing fans, we're like the most fucking in the trenches fans in any other sport.
Yeah. His channel's still up. You type in his name and you'll see it. He wrecked one car going to get the other car fixed. You know what I'm saying? And, I was just like, what is he doing, bro? He's tripping. So when you talk about Jared, and people be like, yo, why you be so mad at Jared? Like, I watched the self-destruction as small as it was. I watched it in real time.
And that's why I give a little more respect to Devin Haney, right? Because he's not letting the loss or that ass whooping define him. And this is another man who's not letting a loss define him. Teo, losing to Kambosos, that's a sorry loss on your resume. But he's like, going after Shakur, he'll clear all of that. If he beats Shakur, we're not going to talk about losing to Kambosos. This is like a legacy-defining fight.
That's a fact.
Jackie says, I thought Jared had retired. I don't think so.
He got to get a new trainer too, because I don't know if I told him. I can say it now that Prentice won't be training him anymore.
Where's he from? Where's Jared Anderson from?
He's from Ohio. He's part of that Ohio gang.
Oh, if you're from Ohio, you got a backing right away. Anybody from Ohio that they stick with their people.
So he and Jackie, he ain't. I don't know what the hell he is. I'm gonna be truthfully honest with you. I ain't got a clue what the boy doing. I don't know if he went back to his old train or he found a new one. If he tried to, he want to go over there because he had B&B he had Bernie in his corner at the Sandell Martin fight. He kind of stole the show at the Sandell Martin fight.
Sandor versus who? Teo?
Yeah, he stole the show that night. I don't know who's his trainer, who he's with, but I do know that it won't be Prentice. Remember the last fight he was looking all crazy? So yeah.
Clarissa with some insight, some technical insight. I think Teo is gonna attack his body. Valdez hurt Shakur to the body.
Hey, look, Clarissa, I think Teo is gonna be punching him everywhere. He's gonna hit him in the hips. He's gonna punch elbows. He's gonna punch joints like right in here, like your arm joint, the inside of the elbow. He's gonna punch there. Yeah. He's gonna punch rotator cuffs. He's gonna punch everything. He's gonna be deliberately trying to punch that to throw Shakur off, because since Shakur is such a great boxer,
This is my favorite thing to see here is like the throwback photos.
Oh yeah, him and his dad.
I really knew that he was really good when he started beating professional fighters at 13, 14 years old.
Between me and Shakur, when we were on the Top Rank, because we were the next rising stars, we sparred. We did only 3 rounds back in Miami in 2016. I was getting the best out of him. You should have seen afterwards. Why do you think he said stop? He said stop recording. Come on, dog.
Yo, what's up, Darrell Washington? Shakur need to take away Teofimo Lopez footwork with strategic positioning and targeting Lopez lower body to break Teofilo rhythm down.
That's what you gotta do.
Darrell Washington, I appreciate you, brother, dropping a comment. Jackie says that she's excited for the entire card.
Yeah, me too. We got
I'm excited for the co-main. I'm just as excited for the co-main, Jermaine Ortiz versus Keyshawn. I'm a big Keyshawn Davis fan, Smoke. Like,
yeah, me too. Me too. He just pissed me
bro,
off. HLD was
yeah,
good.
he pisses me off. Was good, HLD. Clarissa in the comments early. She says, she said HLD is a heavyweight. I'm not talking about boxing.
Oh wow.
Oh shit. Clarissa's HLD's biggest fan. If you want the HLD exclusive, you gotta come here.
Yeah, man. Until you know the fences get mended. But yeah, I think that Shakur gonna have to. Here's the thing, right? Until his athleticism was gone, or not, but until he did that weight thing when he went up and then came down, there was really not a way to beat Roy. Remember, the most technical fighters had tried. The dirty technical fighter tried, he lost. B-Hop. The technical boxer puncher, James Toney, he lost.
Yeah.
The only awkward dude that ever gave Roy a problem consistently was Tarver. And nobody liked his fight style. Nobody liked.
I'm a Tarver fan.
But
would you say Tarver? I wouldn't necessarily say the same, but I would say the demeanor. Now, let me know if this is a good comparison. Do you remember when Tony Harrison beat Charlo?
Yeah, I watched the fight.
I was it's one of my favorite fights to watch. The first and even the second one before Charlo finished him, because he was
losing that fight.
Charlo was losing that fight, right?
Yeah, I don't know why people act like
Tony Harrison and Antonio Tarver, they didn't freeze in front of the fighter, man. They fucking put a boxing lesson on in front of somebody that was supposedly better in front of them. And I think that's the comparison I'm trying to make. When I watched Tony Harrison with those thin glasses from Detroit, it was a super bad gym. I became such a fucking big Tony Harrison fan. Watching him do the shimmy in that fight, until he got knocked out, and he hasn't really came back. I think he fought Tim Tszyu after that, and got knocked out in Australia. He took a good paycheck, and now he's training Alicia Baumgartner.
That was for the check. That was for the check, man.
Oh, 100%.
For the check. And then I think Alicia, I think that was touchy because you didn't just leave the camp, like you left the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like they was, I ain't gonna say, but they was boyfriend and girlfriend. I'll keep it close as I can.
Oh, they were boyfriend and girlfriend? I had no idea. I thought he was just, I had no idea.
Hell yeah.
Damn, bro, how do you know this?
It was going around. Like
it was public. It was public.
Yeah, it was public. Like if you was paying attention to him on the regular, it was public. And then I got some. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I got one of the guys in Ohio he's tapped in, and he let me know. Cause, and I didn't know she's from Ohio, but she claims Detroit. So she actually went back home going to Jake Paul. That's an Ohio thing. I keep trying to tell people. A lot of the PBC fighters, like that question homie was asking over there on Marco's channel. Yeah. Some of the PBC fighters that don't get snatched up immediately, they're gonna end up on MVP. Ohio thing. You know what I'm saying? What PBC's head guy is from where? From Ohio. Okay. From Ohio. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? They always say his name. Al Heyman.
He's from Ohio.
He's from Ohio. And now look, MVP, one of the biggest promotional companies in the game, from Ohio.
Yeah, man, they got something brewing in the water over there. There's a lot of greatness coming out of Ohio.
Considered by many as the pound for pound king, Lomachenko.
do you think that Tio's saying sort of these sorts of things like I'm fighting a road runner, so Shakur stands in there half a second longer than he needs to?
No,
Um,
I think he's hyping the fight because the sales have slowed down and them shits is way too goddamn much, so they're gonna have to reprice them. And they ain't been doing shit. All we've been watching is Shakur on his YouTube channel. That's all we get. That's
yeah,
all we like. Where's the commercial that he remember the commercials he put out for the ring cards? Where's the
the the
commercials
the,
at?
the the $1 million movie like trailer
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
Turkey did with Usyk and Fury.
Usyk and Fury, Bud and Canelo. Remember, they was all he went back to when they was kids and had kids play them and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, where's that at? Where's the Devin Ryan with a little bit of T.O. in it? They didn't even show Rody. Where's that at? Where's it at?
Yeah, HLD bought his tickets early too,
Tickets
so
are
I
sold
hope
out,
his
man.
prices, the value of your tickets didn't go down. Yo,
Hell no,
HLD,
bro. I can make a profit.
finally we get to see some. Finally, we get to see some in-camp footage from Tio.
That's kind of recycled right there, though, because
Oh,
they did some clip bits of this already. Like Ring and the Zone, they're like sharing each other's.
Yeah, they are.
It's the
They
same
are.
shit.
Yeah.
It's they just editing it a little bit different.
A clip here, a clip there, and then I guess next week we'll get to see the entire. Because I'm like, ain't no way y'all was with this guy for like a week and you got 10 minutes of footage. Like, can I get 18, 20 minutes of footage real quick, please? Let me see what's going on over here.
Actually, to the one that they just released with Teal today, it's very similar to what he did in the Times Square event. Just a little follow through. Yeah, he wasn't showing too much of anything on what's going on in training with his people. None of that. It's very, very basic. Like Teal ain't showing all his cards.
Well, I can tell y'all this. If you're in the chat, if you're watching, you don't act like you don't click the like button. If you think Shakur gonna win this fight, you either come over here to get the real insight, or don't come over here because you're gonna get mad.
Well, Smoke, I gotta ask you, as a brother, you're picking Tio, and that's like they're few and far between. I mean, I think I know only one other brother, that's CT, who has Tio winning.
My best friend, my little bro, I call him my little bro.
Yeah.
His name is Manny Pena. He's coming over here in a little bit. That's like one of the only motherfuckers I fuck with still to this day up here. Manny Pena, aka Santana. He is Cuban and Puerto Rican. You feel what I'm saying? He's Dominican and Puerto Rican. So that don't mean nothing to me when I'm looking at these two fighters right here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I see Tio as so awkward, so unpredictable, so explosive, can close the range faster than somebody Shakur ever seen before. Because they want to get technical about why I'm picking them, right? We keep trying to diminish what Tio has seen. You got some guys say resume don't matter. Some guys just say that Tio's never fought anybody like Shakur. He's fought two similar versions of Shakur. Martin Ortiz. He has something to go back and look at. Shakur, other than you sparring Bud, you've never had a 12-round, 10-round fight with anybody.
That's a great
like
point.
That's what I've been saying.
Jermaine Ortiz is just as fast, just as nimble, and his footwork is right there with Shakur Stevenson. I don't care. You're not going to tell me Shakur's a god and that like he does everything like perfectly. Zepeda clapped him, and he didn't like hit him super clean, but Zepeda got to him. And his face looked a little beat up at the end of the fight. Jermaine Ortiz is a slick southpaw who's been boxing just as long as Shakur Stevenson has, and Tio fought him.
I just named
so you have a good point, Smoke, where you can go back and watch the footage and see where you frustrated yourself, because Tio got frustrated in those fights.
Exactly.
I was just watching some. I forgot the name of the YouTuber. It was breaking down Shakur. Bro, I'm looking at his offense, bro. What offense does Shakur have? This kid stays when he's coming at you, he stands straight up. His head is always in the fucking line. There's no movement. None. No movement. And I don't see no footwork either. No footwork. What are we talking about when people keep on saying this shit?
He's got the reflexes of a cat. He'll pull back away from you faster
He'll
than you can
jump. Yeah,
do.
he'll jump like he's playing, it and shit. But it ain't no.
And sometimes that's what it takes. Like he's an expert at that. I can name a couple of the fighters that were real good at that as well. No, I'm not going to say that. But he got reflexes like a cat.
A heavyweight was trying that, and his ass got caught. He got knocked out. We were just talking about him.
Who got knocked out?
Jared Anderson. He likes to. Remember, we kept saying, Jared, move your head. That you can't keep leaning back and jumping back because he was in there training with Shakur and them. Didn't learn how to. I guess he didn't learn. Forgot how to pivot, turn, spin him. So when McCauley got to him, what'd he do? Won't know where to go. It's only a ring. Not like you fight in the street. You know what I'm saying? So when he back
Jackie
up
says,
he got his ass.
And a lot of people downplaying Teo's skills because they don't like him outside of the ring. Yeah, his antics and his father, that brings him negative attention. But one thing I noticed, I jumped on Instagram and I was going through fighters' Instagrams. Teo's got a big following. He's got over 1 million people following him on Instagram. He's a star, 100%.
Jackie just cracked the code on everybody. That
it's the truth, though.
They don't like him because of what they think or whatever that happened years ago or just happened. And I'm like, listen, man, I'm not worried about Devin baby mama drama. I'm not worried about Tank baby mama drama. So why would I be worried about T? I know what happened to T.O.
It's personal, bro.
It's personal, bro.
It's personal for everybody, bro.
I'll say what though, these fighters, they got great fighting styles. They can get paid to make millions of dollars in a fight.
They can't pick the right woman.
They can't pick the right woman.
They can't pick the right woman, man. Because when you think about it, right? It's the NBA
all they know is boxing.
The NBA
all they know is boxing.
Like when you practicing, and they don't got no game. It's not like they take any time out to. Ain't no more house parties and stuff like that we used to go to where you had to actually talk to a woman. So now you on Instagram and you think you know this person, and then they walk through your door. It's a brand. Hold on, you ain't nothing like what we were just talking about in the DMs.
Yeah.
No, I don't never understand this. You got all this godly money.
Yeah.
And the best you could pick up is a fucking hoe, an internet hoe,
or a leftover.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. You seen the same chick with 1 million guys.
They gunning
I was
for
a kid. I was a kid on Snapchat, and I was like looking at the Angels. I forgot what they called from Florida. The one that Taz Angels, right? And it was a group of girls that lived in Florida in some pimp's house, basically. Some pimp's house. And Devin Haney's baby mama, when I was like 13 years old, she was a Taz Angel, and I remember she was hot, right? I'm like, oh shit. And then fast forward now, I'm like seeing him marry her, have a kid within the same year, and then he converts her to like Muslim, to become a Muslim, and all that, and then they get divorced or whatever within a year's time. I'm like, man, you can't find someone new, like not someone else's old shit.
No.
Like you have all that money.
Look at Zion Williams.
No game.
I'm gonna give you two guys that make way more money than a lot of our favorite boxers, right? And you don't even know them like that. You know one. Zion Williamson be initiating to get with ex or still relevant, you know what I'm saying? Porn stars.
That's crazy.
That's what he go to, right? Brandon Ingram and another guy got the same baby mama. Like, bro, y'all playing the same league. Like, you gotta know that. Like, why did you not? So now she gonna get 2 different NBA checks. She ain't gonna have to work for the next 20 some years.
But all these motherfuckers are thirsty like that. Look at Michael Jordan's son. Why is he fucking that Scottie Pippen's wife and shit? Like, bro, that bitch been ran through by everyone, bro. Like, what the hell? And then she oldie, bro. You got what? I don't get it, bro. These guys are lame, man. These guys are all lame.
They don't be looking for like I say this, right? Tank, I say this to you, right? If anybody, Tank, go find you a librarian. For real, man. You know, one of the girl, a decent girl that work at Starbucks. Like, go find somebody that's actually working and don't go give the one that's looking for
smoke. Exactly. Go find a cute barista with some glasses, you know, one's not that's not going to take all your money. That's going to make some allegations towards you. A woman going to do what she going to do or want to do. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, Daryl. A woman is going to do what she's supposed to do. I ain't gonna say what all these other creatures of the opposite sex are, bro. I could give you a whole bunch of names, but they not women, bro.
You got two sides of the coin, man. Yeah. You get just like there's good women out there, pieces of shit women out there. Just like men, same shit. It just depends where you're going at, what you're looking for, man. You got,
tell them again, Jackie.
I mean, you know,
Jackie says they don't want a modest woman. Men love hoes.
I mean, we love a hoe, but a hoe in the bed with us, you know, a lady in the streets. You know what I mean?
No. Jack, I think you should say boxers and professional athletes, because that's the subject that we're talking about. Like these motherfuckers with millions of dollars, you can find a nice down to earth girl, but they're choosing to pick a Taz Angels recycled from 15 years ago.
Hey, it ain't just boxers. It ain't just the boxers.
It ain't that. The thing is, yo, you can't make a hoe your wife, bro. If she's a hoe, she a hoe.
So to bring that full circle, that's why T.O. was mad. And to turn around, who is in his house knocking down his damn former wife? Who, let's not forget, he went against the grain. He went against his mother. To marry this, his mama told him. Mama, no,
man, you're going off some BS narratives on the internet. People,
no. His mama
trolling, bro. Until what?
His mama told him, don't fuck with that girl.
The reason they didn't want to be, man, they have a lot of internal problems with controlling Teal's career and life and pockets. I'm gonna call it as what it is. They want to control it all. And Teal was a young buck. He met his wife on a flight. She was a flight attendant.
Oh, Jesus, yo, CNAs, nurses, flight attendants, lawyers, no.
Red flag.
But the problem that they had in that household had everything to do that they wanted to live all under one household, all under one rule. And I'm sorry, when you get married, your priority is your wife, not your mama, not your papa, not your sister, none of that.
You know, Darrell Washington says, "Mamas know if a woman good for her son." I'd say that's pretty accurate.
Her, man. I think he's already collected his shit together.
Sometimes
he separated his family from his personal life, to my understanding. And I hope he got that shit right.
Yeah, he's still not with her because what she do? Start playing the game, not letting him see his son, bro. That would break any man. I don't care.
Oh man.
At the time when
not now, HLD, not now. You know, I'm going back like 3 years.
Yeah, you can't. Jackie, a lot of guys, you know, man. I'm sorry. When you marry your wife, she's your priority, man. Not your mama, not your papa, not in the household telling you what to do, how to do things. No, man. You got to spread your wings and get the fuck out. And you got to check your family if they're trying to be all up in your business. Yeah, it's not.
And when you have a kid, it's so much different. It's not a relationship anymore. It's you're in this union where forever, right? Because you're attached with that kid. So, like Smoke said, you said it'll kill a man when you're going through, when you don't let a man see his baby.
Yeah, you ain't.
And all he's known is to be a protector, provider. And the second he can't do that,
not to mention, it seems so bad, right? Because it was just like, how you got this new motherfucker already? He already in my house that I just left you. Like just instantly you got a new dude around my damn.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, Smoke. So you're gonna have to break it down for me.
Okay, man. She started dating. If I'm not, it was I don't know if he was a football player or something, but she started like just instantly right after the split.
Who you talking about?
Shit.
She was with
Teal's wife.
Who? Teal's wife. No, man. No, none of that's true.
All right.
None of that's true.
Okay.
None of that's true. The reason of that split up is because his parents were so damn controlling into his house and problem. Look, when Teal at the year 2021, I mean, you could go back to like 2019. They were already having problems with the because they wanted to be in control of everything.
Wait, HLD. I want to hear what Smoke says. So they broke up, but she started dating someone new. How do you know that?
Internet bullshit, bro.
Internet. Okay.
I live in New York. I didn't even hear it on the internet.
And it was a black dude. It was a black dude.
Yeah.
That's what they want to say, bro. Bullshit.
Yeah.
All that bullshit.
She was seen. She had been seen out and pictures with certain guys.
You can't find us that picture, man, because I love to see it.
I don't even know her name, bro.
You see what I'm saying? There's no profile of her. There's no picture. All that is just internet trolling bullshit.
I don't even, you know what I'm saying?
Because hey, the black community don't like Tio, so they're gonna troll his ass.
What are you talking about? I just picked Tio. We had Tio.
No, but bro, you know the trolls who are trolling that, who came out with that shit.
Man, fuck them coons. Them dudes is out here for clicks and likes to get.
Again, let me bring it back to you guys. The year 2021. Tio got her pregnant. Tio wanted to get that Kambosos fight in and did not want to miss. He told he was not going to fight in October. I think it was October, November of that year. He told him, look, this fight's got to happen before then because I am not going to miss my time of seeing my son being born. The fight got kept pushing out. I even told Tio, yo, man, fuck them belts and don't miss the birth of your son. These belts and everything don't mean shit, bro, compared to that. That fight got pushed all the way through. Guess what? He ended up missing the birth of his son. That caused friction with his wife. His family wanted to control everything from management to everything in between, to wanting to live in the same household. All that shit is not good, man. And you had to go through a learning curve the last few years. All that I told, bro, that mama boy shit, you can't do that when you get married, bro. You can't. You can't do that. It will never work. If your parents are running your household, then you're fucking up. You're fucking up. You got to be a man already.
Now you're right about that. You're right about that.
Yeah. So I think he's learned. Look, man, they were all trying to live in the same household. In where was it?
In Florida?
No, Vegas.
Wait, why would you do that? I would like if you have a little bit of money, man. I'm gonna put my parents somewhere else so I can be with my lady and we can do our thing.
What HLB is saying is that they was like, no, we don't want you to put us up. You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly what he's saying is right. What he's saying is right.
You got to let your
different sides of the spectrum. Like his.
Gotcha.
What I'm saying is that his mom was like, that's not the woman for you. And he, just like he said, he went at a certain point, when he went against the grain, I felt like it might have been a little too late. And she was like, use a mama's boy type shit. You know what I'm saying? And once you may not ever get them to change that shit. Now you got to deal with this, your family, your brand new family. And then you got to go back and deal with all these people that you take care of in box. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's why a fighter's life has to be straight, bro. They don't be needing extra shit. So you need to find you somebody like that's out, like that ain't gonna embarrass you. You know what I'm saying? And like, y'all ain't never in the tabloids. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never heard nothing about Shakur's girl. Never. Never. You never hit it about her.
Well, she has history, bro. She does have history, bro.
Now, I'm not saying that she don't have history, right? But like all the while that Deontay Wilder was with that damn chick, bro, you was like, man, what is you doing with her?
Okay.
The cool girl kind of faded. I mean, okay, she was with NBA YoungBoy. She kind of faded to black since she been with Shakur.
Okay. Clarissa says HLD woman has to understand he's going to have hospice.
What kind of
Clarissa, you're gonna be my nurse to change my diet.
Shit happened, man. Listen, when you say this shit, right? That's why I think they should change a certain kind of marriages. Like before I think you need 10 years before you use the old shit because it's safe for better or worse. Because as soon as it get a little bit of bad, it should be over with. It don't even be worse yet. Word. I can see if y'all was homeless, living in a cardboard box, and one of y'all had the opportunity to go somewhere else. Yeah, go ahead. Don't I'll figure it out. But like y'all arguing about
HLD, why were they trying to live in the same house? At a certain point, you got to let the bird fly, man.
That's exactly.
Mamas don't do that, bro.
Look, I've told Teal that himself. I'm like, yo, man. And I told his dad, yo, at some point in time, yo, man.
We got a connection to T.O. Smoke, you hear this? This guy's talking to T.O. like he's giving him.
Well, I mean, no, this was on a live panel. This was on a live panel. And I told him, look, man, you know, you're right. And his dad was there too. And I'm like, yo, at some point in time, yo, man, you've done everything for your son, senior. I got a son too. But at some point in time, you got to let your son spread his wings, bro, and be that man.
Yeah.
You know, and fuck all that shit in return and all that work, that hard work you put into your son's life. You're not owed anything. You're not owed nothing in return for all that sweat, heart, and tears and sacrifice for raising your son to be a man and to be something productive in society. My son don't owe me shit. Once he's 18 and out the fucking door, bro, God bless you, son, and I hope you're a man.
Got you, but you wish your son to pay you back and like return the favor, right?
No.
They have the heart. Wait. At least, I mean, at least most parents would want, like, let me set my kid up for success more than myself, and then they could help me down the road with things that I need.
I don't expect a fucking thing from my son. I'm going to be in charge of my own funeral. I'm going to be in charge of my own fucking deathbed of what I got to do. I'm in charge of my fucking existence. My son, you can pay my respects if he wants. There's nothing to it, man. No.
That's a fact.
All right, Darrell Washington says, tripping over a bitch and you make millions. It's not. It's more than that, right? Because it's also your baby mama, and that's, like I said, a union that, and your wife and your family. It's family at that certain point. So, you know, mental health is serious, and I know we don't like to talk about it with boxing because everybody should just be macho as shit and run through it. But this, bro, if your head is not, if your head's not straight heading into a fight, you're gonna have issues, man. Like, there's a reason why fighters go training camps away from their family, because they need to dial that dog in, and they need to be 100% focused into the fight. They need to carry the confidence into the fight. And how do you do that? You build it by the reputation and what you do when you're sparring and training. And if you're halfway in and halfway out thinking about baby mama problems, that's bleeding into your craft.
Absolutely.
Boba says Teal fell in love with the first cushy he met. That may be so, bro. That may be why a lot of these stupid professional athletes fucking fall over. They marry. Yeah, good. And then she may be. She looks like it. She looks like it from the out. I'm not gonna lie.
She's trying to stray him into getting the right help, trying to get everything right. But it's that division when the family wants to control you, man. And there's money. You gotta understand, it's turned into a business.
No, but there's some truth to it here. Like, not with just Tio, but from, like, professional athletes, men. The second a hot woman starts giving them attention, like, they ask them to marry him. Like, it's you got to go through, like I said, Smoke said, some experience. You got to talk to some hoes to recognize the real ones, and you know,
absolutely with that. But hey, that's his mistake to do so.
Okay, Bobo says Tio mom and sister knew he was no good. I didn't know that Tio had a sister.
Yeah, listen, here's the thing though, on some real shit, right? Like,
but they also got baby daddies. So, like, hello, who's making the good or right decisions?
I think me and HLD on the same shit, where it's like, to become a man, right? When a woman breaks your heart, that's like, you know what I'm saying, a Mack truck hitting you. Now we gonna see how you built off of that after that. And the earlier it happens, the better off you are.
The stress of a divorce is equal to the death of a loved one.
Like,
that's the stress that a man goes through when he.
And I want to say this, like, the stress of a divorce is equal as to grieving a death. Yeah. Even more than that, a split in a boxing relationship, a split in boxing trainer, a split with your cut man or your father, that shit is worse than a heartbreak. Worse than your love,
bro. Like, you just see it, like.
And what I'm seeing right now play in real life with Brian Norman Jr. and Senior, like Devin Haney split a family up. Like,
yeah, he did.
I've seen it firsthand, where a trainer bring up a 14-year-old kid, become national champion, and then they go to a different gym. That trainer is not the same, man. Like heartbroken for months.
But Norman Senior's not going anywhere, man. Was he spiteful
No.
on camera? He was spiteful. He's gonna be in the corner, bro. Those two fools went out the next day after that, bro. Those two were hanging out with you know what's a real split was how now Keyshawn Davis is talked about the Womack team.
Yeah.
Now that's a split.
That's a real split.
Yeah. Or I got one for you. Stevenson fought him, the Mexican kid whose sister he was dating his sister.
Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah. Damn it. No, she was fun too.
Hey, listen, he put way too much into that because he didn't like that was personal. He didn't like Shakur. He didn't like the
family. Yeah, they didn't like the family did not like Stevenson.
We ain't even gonna go into that. We'll just because since we so diverse up here right now, we ain't even gotta go into like we know.
No, but I mean the speculation was you gotta understand at that time. Shakur also had that running in the streets, right? Beating up that chick and all that shit, and the family was down with him.
Yeah, he was.
The family just wasn't down with him. That was
hell yeah. Bobos, appreciate you in the show.
Joette Gonzalez, Gonzalez's sister.
Yeah.
So real quick, like the dad, Smoke. Do you remember watching the preview leading up to that fight on Top Rank? The dad was like, I don't talk to her anymore. She's not family. I don't even know who the fuck she is. And I'm just like, that's your daughter.
They disowned her.
That's your daughter, man. All right.
On the flip side, she over there sitting with Shakur. Like the bad part is that y'all did like all that happened. They tried to bury that. And then Shakur dumped her like a few months after the damn fight. And then like you had to take her back in. So you did all that for nothing.
I know.
He's a kid, bro. They were stupid. They don't know what the
I'm talking about the dad. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the dad.
Yeah, I'm talking about the dad too.
Like you old enough to be like, man, no comment.
They're all
no
stupid.
comment. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't about
But you see, that shit right there, that's not his family's business. You know what I mean? Like, bro, let me tell you something, man. I guess we're just talking about manhood shit. Look, guys, you get in the car with your woman and your mom's tagging along. Who sits in the fucking front seat?
Your wife.
Exactly. The
only way your wife don't sit in the front is if she pushed the issue to say, "Mama sit in the front." That ain't what you think.
Thank you, Smokes, because that's the only person who could give up that seat. Yeah, your mama sits in the fucking trunk of the car. That's just the way it is.
No, shit. And be truthfully honest with you.
And I say that some hateful shit.
It's just real, bro.
It's just saying, yo, that's how it is. My mother would not dare even fucking think to ask something like that, bro. She knows, bro. This is common sense.
It was vice versa for her,
bro. Come on now.
For her, like, bro. Listen, and then if your mom real, it's gonna take a few minutes before who gets in the front damn seat. Because they're gonna be like, no, you get no, and then it depends on who give up first. And usually mama give up first because she older, like, okay. Because she'll be like, I see, do you really want it? But when they get down to it, bro, like, they don't even go for the door at the same time.
No, it doesn't even happen, bro. Hell no, bro. Don't even, bro. My family knows not to even give an opinion, bro, in my household about what the fuck and how I do things, bro. You don't give an opinion in my house how to run shit.
Family real, they ain't giving no opinion unless
and if they do, guess what, bro? They're gonna get their head bit off. Simple as that. Yo, what?
I don't get no opinions from
No.
They ask what's going on. Good. Okay, now they want to talk to you about what they had to talk about. Like, don't unless you offering it up.
Exactly. You see, Smoke said we have the same shit. We understand.
Yeah, we raised different, man. You got to get hit by a truck, man, before you become a man. And when I say that, I don't mean literally. I mean you got hit by that.
Yeah, by life, bro.
I got hit by that love truck. The earlier, I got hit by it at like 16, 17, so I'm good.
Smoke!
I got hit with the love
now. I got hit with the love truck at 24, 25. Man, I got
man. We all do, bro. We all
do. That's why,
you know what, Smoke? You're 100% right, bro. It's absolutely to the man I'm becoming now, and like
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why when you ask me about
You need
T.O.
to hold on to
being
that.
black, bro, I know what the love truck look like when you get hit by it. And he coming up out of it, and Shakur, he might want to look out. Just saying.
Teaching my
All
son
right.
all the games, bro, about that shit. You got to
Darrell
teach
Washington
your
says,
kids.
answer the question. Do grandma sit in the front seat and wife take the back seat?
That's different. Grandma can't.
Okay, wait. I think he was asking if mom invites you to eat at home, who serves the plate? Wife or mom? Wife.
I don't think there's no ego in my household, man. We all
Both.
eating.
They both serve, but both wives make sure they serve they husband first. Then everybody else who ain't got one, they get to eat. That's how I go.
How's Tio's mom? Is she involved in his life a lot?
Yeah, bro. They've been married for like They've been married for like 35 years or something like that. No, bro. They've been through it, bro. Teal's dad is a street dude, bro. You guys don't understand Senior's life, bro. He grew up in Brooklyn with all the Ricans. That's why I said that earlier in the chat too. Like, bro, he's the illegitimate Rican son, bro. Because that's why they are the way they are, bro. They act like New Yorkers, bro. They crazy and swag and all that shit. They talk like us, bro.
Dude,
but
Tio's been making good money. Look at this. He's got this watch, chain, make boxing great, and make boxing great again.
But you saw his G-Wagon in the video, bro, when he got into
G-Wagon. What's crazy to me is that you brought up that Shakur Stevenson was with that group when Offset, was it Offset that died?
Yeah, when he was, exactly. But that's all Prince's crew, bro. That's all Prince Prince crew.
But listen though, on some real shit though, let's not act like people be acting. Let's not act like T.O. didn't get that 10 million Bud Light, like don't act like he like that bread ain't went nowhere. You think he spent all that 10 million he got from Bud Light?
Teal's not that.
He got a $10 million sponsorship from Bud Light,
bro. See, listen, this is why I like when now you starting to see a little bit more like Punch Truck on some real shit. Like you starting to see a little bit more why I'm picking Tio. Like I know Teofimo Lopez, bro. When I went to the Sandell Martin fight, right? This is what I compare it to.
Yeah.
One of my homeboys, he got a channel. He went to the Shakur Jamel Herring fight, right?
Is it your boy Tony Takes?
Nah, it's Southern T.
All right, fuck that guy.
Oh shit. Damn. Anyway.
No. Wait, real quick. HLD, this guy said it's disrespectful to think that Tio has a chance against Shakur. That's what he said. That's where I'm like, I can't take your opinion seriously.
That's why there's a lot of guys. That's why I don't take it personal. I'm just picking my fighter. But here's the thing when it comes to Tio. Right. Jamel and Shakur had like a big poster in front of the Atlanta arena. They didn't, know what I'm saying? They didn't have like a lot of, it was just on top rank. But at Madison Square Garden, when you go out in the front, Tio was how you say 100 feet, 1,000 feet tall. He was on the big screen that's sitting right there. Because like when you go to New York, bro, it's like when
they were advertising him at Times Square. Is that what you're saying?
Bro, he was knocking people out in his highlights right in front of the building. So it's a difference in where they've been trying to get him to get to anyway. Just saying, like, so Tio just ain't like he not craving for bread. All that shit he told people, like, I'm like, yeah, that's a farce.
He trolling, bro.
Trolling, bro. Like, you trolling, bro. Like, everybody be taking Tio so serious. Like, he trolling, bro.
Yeah, he's not the type of a guy to be splurging on himself like that. He's not.
For real. Yeah.
And the older Smoke, the older that Tio's getting too, like the more I guess he's like, I'm gonna say these crazy things, and I know I'm not gonna think much after I say it, but it'll wild up people or round up people, and it'll keep my name in the conversation for several weeks. I think he says stupid shit just to say it, and then goes on about his business. Like Ryan Garcia does a little bit sometimes too.
How old are you, Funcho?
30.
Now, that's what I'm gonna say to you. and HLD already know this. 10, 15 years from now, right? When Teo's retired and he gets that great Motivedia video or that Joe Vincent video, he get one of those great ones where they do the great highlight video, or anybody else. The stuff and the shit that he gonna have said and done in his career, people gonna be like, I want to be like him. Think about the shit that T.O.'s done, tapping his feet, taking the nigga out, doing the flips after he damn knocked motherfucker. Like, people not gonna care if it was like, they not gonna care. They're gonna see the highlights of what he did. And then when the competition stepped up and the guys was bigger punchers and all, he still prevailed. People act like T.O. got 8 losses.
No, I know.
I swear.
People act like T.O. got 8.
People think that T.O. has 8 losses and Shakur has beat every great fighter that's ever lived.
Yeah, everybody he beat is going into the Hall of Fame. That's why I give it. That's why when I said 50-50 fight, everybody's like, what are you talking about?
But that's a different battle. That's the perception battle, right? You know what I mean? That's what we got.
You don't like him. Just be for real and tell me that you don't like him. Tell me that you don't like him, and then I can get. I'm not.
Well, I mean, Tim Bradley said it himself, bro. You heard what he said. Yo, you know you got to pull this off, man. He's trying to say like this is for the community, bro.
Yo, real quick. Jackie says even Shakur knows Tio's just be trolling. That may be true, but if he knows that he's trolling, he's still getting underneath his skin. Like when he made those gay comments, like Shakur's like really big reaction out of him. What?
Bro, they buddies since kids, bro.
Like, okay, right now, if you want shock value, right? All right, like I do shock value. Like y'all know, like, and when I say shit, y'all be like, "Smoke, what the hell you just say?" Think about this, right? I'm not gonna be able to get Shakur off his square with the black shit, where you think I'm a racist and I say the N-word and it hurt. Like that's not gonna work with Shakur, because Shakur already has shown that he's way too ignorant. Every time he says he like, you know, everything is an M-bomb when Shakur right out, you know what I'm saying? So it's funny, right? Yeah. So how do I get off his square? Use a man's man like that? Cool. I'm about to start throwing these, and you see a guy Shakur off his square. He got no pause. He got no comebacks for that.
Yeah. You're right. Actually, that's a good way of putting it. Because Smoke, that's actually a really, really good way of putting it. Because you can say the N-word and all that, and how do you throw a guy off? You start dropping the gay bombs. Jackie says boxers have always said disrespectful stuff, so I don't know why they drew a line in the sand for what Tio says. I've heard worse. Absolutely. There's no boxing and integrity. That integrity should never be in the same sentence as boxing. There's no integrity in this shit. Wait. Showtime and HBO, they tried rolling out a red carpet and making this a gentleman's sport. I was watching old black and white footage where I seen corners they get inside of the rings and they throw hands inside of the ring. This is not a gentleman's sport. It's propped up to be as this classy shit, but there's no integrity. If you can find a way to cheat, you're gonna stack your wraps, you're gonna pad your wraps with some shit, you're gonna use horse feather, you're gonna find the slightest edge to beat your opponent, because that's what fighting is. You know, I'm gonna take Austrian to get this little bit of an advantage to lose the weight. There's no integrity in boxing. And when it comes to the disrespectful stuff said,
it's true.
What I think is what happens a lot of the time is that fighters leading up to fights say so much disrespectful shit, and it stops once the fight finishes. There are certain fighters that carry all of that anger even after the fight, after it's over. A lot of the time you see people break bread and shake hands and give each other hugs, but I'll give you an example. Masvidal, I don't know if you watch the UFC, Smoke, but when he knocked out Ben Askren with the flying knee, and then in like the first 10 seconds of the fight, and he went over and he like made fun of him while he was knocked out, Masvidal said it best. He's like, this guy talked shit for 6 weeks leading up to the camp. How come I can't talk shit now that it's done after?
No. So I get exactly what you're saying, right? Now, just let me say this for a second. With that shit was like, them dudes had fought like in the street. They had gotten like to some other shit that was really, really personal. That's different, right? Just like DeMarcus Coley and Zab Judah, they got into a fight in a parking lot before they, you know what I'm saying? So that's different. But in boxing, right? If you like on like at a certain level, I'll talk so much shit to you before the fight and talk about you, and then after the fight, you know what I'm saying? You don't call that man a bum or nothing like that, because one, that diminishes your damn win.
Yeah.
You feel me? If people saying this is your damn greatest win and you call him a bum, what the hell? You feel what I'm saying? So if you ever notice, every time Floyd beat somebody, after all the shit he talked, he praised them.
He did.
You do not disrespect the, like, that's what a gentleman, like, bro, you know what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? We
that came with age. I feel like that came with age and maturity with Floyd.
Once you get to a certain level, because now we get into the money with it too. But when you guys and you fighting guys down there, when you making the lower level money, and you're like, man, y'all talking about he next, man, he ain't next. Watch how I'll whoop his ass next. I'm about to Goldberg these motherfuckers. You know what
Bobo
I'm saying?
says Ali was extremely racist towards Joe Frazier. Nobody says anything about that. It'd be double standards. Jackie,
no, yeah, he's right about that. No, he's absolutely right. I can't say it wrong. He kind of turned a lot of the he kind of turned the American.
That's one of my favorite things, honestly, is talking about boxing. You guys giving me a lot of boxing history to go back on. Like, I had no idea that Sugar Ray Leonard and Roberto Duran fought 3 times. This rivalry between Zab Judah and what was the name, Smoke?
DeMarcus Coley. You can look that up right now, and you'll see it.
I'll look that one up, man. Like, this is what I appreciate about this boxing community. You guys give me some stuff to look back, and if it means something to you guys, that's what I want to go back and research. You know, because you guys are coming up with it off the top of your head, so I'm definitely gonna go and see that rivalry.
Like, I'm gonna take what was his damn name? What was the guy that used to hate on Floyd Mayweather on HBO?
Larry Merchant.
Larry Merchant, yeah.
Oh, bro,
I guess he did.
I used to watch, like, cause I like, everybody asked me who's my favorite fighter, and I say Floyd Mayweather, right? And people be like, but listen, I went and did all the research on it, bro. I like, if you want to know, I watch, especially during COVID, where when a creator did a 3-part series on Floyd's career, and he went in depth. I was like, yo, where did you find
and
this
he's still
from?
He's still your favorite?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's tough.
This is why I want to see this, like, when
because there's a lot of argument. Floyd, I mean, he pick and chose when he fought fighters. He brought fighters up, man. Rehydration.
See, you're talking about money made. You're talking about 11 fights.
Yeah.
You're talking about 11 fights. I'm talking about the first 39.
No, I'm talking about
a lot of fighters.
Yo, Smoke, I'm talking about his identity. I'm sorry, we all know Pretty Boy Floyd, but Floyd's
no,
identity.
Do you really know Pretty Boy Floyd? Like, how he got?
I don't really know Pretty. I know that he got robbed in the Olympics, and I know that he was putting people out, and he knocked Ricky Hatton out. But
he was money made when he knocked out Ricky Hatton. Like,
I was like 13
you're
years
off the
old.
11 fight. HLD. You see what I'm be saying?
Right.
We see what I be saying.
But Smoke, you have to listen to me. I was there when he left everyone disappointed with the Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather fight.
That's you're talking about Money May. Like, Money May, Money, by that time he became Money May, I'll be real with you. His hands were I'm like, HLD knows he should have been retired as Money May. His hands were fucked. Anytime you gotta go do cryogenesis after every fight and his hands were done, bro. The fact
Shakur's
that he had 11
like
fights.
Well, his gloves were orthopedic style gloves, bro. They were different.
See what I'm saying? Like, he had 11 big money fights with fucked up hands. Like, his hands were done. They were done. When I'm talking about the first 39, like, bro, people don't want to act like they. Robert Garcia ducked Pretty Boy Floyd. He knew it was up. Prince Nassim was not trying to hit any catchweight fight with Pretty Boy Floyd. He knew what was up.
All right, let's
all
watch
the way up
of,
until Money Made is where, like, that's why people be like, yo, why he your favorite fighter? I finally tell you, HLD know his hands were way worse than Shakur's is right now. He had 11 huge money fight. He bluffed. You want to talk about a bluff? He bluffed the fuck
Hey, remember
out of the boxing world.
Floyd had caused himself a knockdown by hurting his hand. Remember when he
Bro, that's how bad his hands was. He punched somebody and took a knee.
I get bullied constantly in the boxing world. Everyone's favoring Shakur Stevenson. Although he's coming up to my weight class, I am the king of this division. Gonna have Shakur jigger my, you know?
You said you're gonna do what?
Jigger my balls.
What?
Wow, there you go.
You hard, bro.
Pause.
You hard.
Hold on, pause it. He got no comeback. Look at his face.
Look at his face.
Look at his face. He got no comeback. He got.
Look at his.
Pause.
Wait. Just like describe this photo here for me. His father in the background with the smirk here.
Bro.
You have Rick, the promoter of Ring Magazine, and I think this guy he's so awkward, bro. This guy's full of shit. It's like
let me go get a beer.
Like,
go ahead.
You know what they clipped out of that? The funniest part is that you hear Senior going, ha, 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 ha. He fell for that shit.
Yeah, a picture says 1,000 words, and I just paused the video. But look at
perfectly
smirk on Tio's face. You have this fucking guy Rick with the fedora on. There's nothing that he does not look cool at all. This guy tries so hard. Smoke. This guy Rick Pitino is his name. He tries so hard to look fashionably cool, and it looks.
Oh, right here, this guy right here, Mr.
Yeah, he got Versace, man. Mr.
No, listen, wait, no, don't move it. I wonder what Eddie Hearn face looked like.
He was laughing, bro. He loves Tio. He wish he could have signed
Tio.
You
feel me?
Yeah.
He knows that Tio's a star. He knows that Tio will bring in the fanfare. He'll bring the attention.
People gonna be trying to snatch my black card if they see this shit Fun Truck. But listen, I don't
oh shit.
I don't care. I don't care. We're talking about boxing. Like, this is boxing we're talking about. You feel me, man? This is boxing we're talking about. Like, if you can't, like, that's why Jackie and Clarissa, they're like, this may be bad to say. For some reason, they got more balls than a lot of dudes that we talk to a lot, and you know this.
Oh, shout out
real.
Clarissa, shout out Jackie.
Talk, man. Take yourself and your feelings out of this. Now, Shakur has no written down lines or what he thought about he was gonna say to respond. He doesn't have it. It's not. Oh
no, he's not. He didn't know what to say.
Right now, he's flabbergasted right now.
Yeah.
What do you say back to that? Other than pause?
I'm not a body behavioral expert, but just look at at Shakur's face.
Look how Tio's just staring him down like that.
Hold on, now I'm gonna do it right because HLD done. I don't know where he at now, but I know at one point he's a New Yorker. Shakur, check it out. Allegedly, Shakur can't be saying pause like that because the guys who invented pause, you don't fuck with. You don't fuck with Cammy Mason like that. So how many times you gonna say they word? And Tio was on their show, right? So how, bro, we just start breaking it down. You're fucked. Like, you have nothing to say. What do you like? You don't know what to say. So that's why when the because remember right after this, because he's wearing the same jacket, they went and did the interview.
The interview, yeah, the face-off,
right? And you was trying to get back at Tio from this, or vice versa. And either way you look at it, I think Tio won. That's just me looking at the sport of boxing. This ain't me talking about black and whatever. No, this is boxing. This is boxing, baby. Everybody, you know what? Everybody might as well put on a shiesty when we start doing. You put your face on so you can stop acting like. You know what I'm saying?
Gerald Washington says people love Shakur Stevenson because he's a silver medalist and has a big endorsement from the USA. I generally agree with it. Yeah, I think Shakur is also, he's been propelled by the GOATs, Crawford and
Andre Ward.
Yeah, he's got cosigns. He's had cosigns.
100%. If you're co-signed by Andre Ward, Terrence Crawford, and Mayweather, they're all in your corner in your changing room before you head out to the fight. That's how many fights combined, 100 and something, like undefeated between all of them. So I think that's a reason why he's got a bit of a following. Plus, he is super hard to hit. But, he's finally confronting a real fighter. I think it's, he's finally putting himself in that opportunity to get exposed.
Do you have Teofimo Lopez in? As we start rating him, like, do you have Teo as A, B, C? What do you have A, B? What do you have Teofimo Lopez as a fighter?
Yo, I think that there's no fighter in the world that will ever go undefeated, and I think Teo is game as they come. He's a fighter, A-level fighter, not A plus.
I got him as an A-level fighter too. Right?
And I think Shakur's an A-level fighter as well.
Yeah,
like
I've seen Teo go A plus.
Oh yeah.
I ain't seen
what he did against Barboza. He made Barboza look like an amateur in front of the crowd in Times Square when everybody else had terrible performances. But Teo still found his groove outside with a warm-up that was not normal. Like they're warming up in some fucking bodega. They're getting your hands checked on the way to the ring.
Yeah, that was some real New York shit. I'm telling you,
you're not fighting in Vegas where you're in your changing room warming up. You've done that 1,000 different times, right? Like as an amateur, you're warming up in changing rooms, and you walk out, you fight. Everything feels comfortable. You have air conditioner, 10,000 people watching you in an arena. All of a sudden you're in Times Square and you're getting a lift to the ring. Like all that was so unnatural. That's why I'm giving Ryan Garcia a pass. But even more, I'm propelling Teo's performance against Barboza even more.
Well,
because
you heard what Shakur said in that interview with Ward and Roy Jones. He was at that fight like, yo, man, this motherfucker was doing some crazy ass shit, bro. He looked like a baby Roy Jones Jr., bro.
Hold on, boy. He said it. Funtrop. He said it. You heard what I said, that see, Funtrop, you're young, right? And even I was young. HLD's older, right? But I watched that fight.
Allegedly.
I saw it. Allegedly. But right, when I say this, listen, when I say this is how you're going to know, right? James Toney was the fighter to show Roy Jones that what you do is not like what you other boxers should do. Don't try to be like this. Yes. Because James Toney was the more fundamentally sound, prototype fighter that you would want your fighter to be. Roy Jones did everything wrong.
You know what you made me pull. I had to pull this book that I got my son, signed book by GSP George St. Pierre, because you were talking about how Floyd would make sure he gives credit to his opponents.
Mm-hmm.
And I got my son the signed book by George St. Pierre. So it's a nice book. I think you should get it for your nephew. I think you said Funcheck, that you be training. It's got a lot of nice quotes. It's a picture book with a lot of good quotes by George St. Pierre. And in one of them, the biggest quote that I like about all, it goes, my adversary completes me. To disrespect him is to disrespect myself.
Fact.
Thanks to his presence, I am a true martial artist. Thanks to his willingness to face me, my life takes shape, my path evolves. And
no, Boba's not the new Roy Jones. It's just that when you this type of fight, right? And HLD knows this.
Hang on, where you finished HLD?
Yeah, that was the quote right there. And basically, what he's saying is, bro, without my rival, without my competitor, without my adversary, how do I evolve into my own greatness? It's because of his willingness to want to do this. So to disrespect him is exactly what he's saying. Is to disrespect my path. And so I got that book for my son, and I got that from like years ago. Because after every match, regardless of what we do, bro, we always shake hands, win, lose, or draw. We play, yo, man, good match, bro. You kicked my ass today, bro. But damn, great match.
I'm gonna get you back. See, on some shit like that, when they come on, it's on every level. At a certain level, Fun Truck. If people want to know why Isaiah Thomas is seen the way he is, because you walked off the court, bro, when
like
you lost.
Bitch. Like a bitch.
So they perceived you that way. So it's in any and every level, bro. Not just like, see what I'm saying? So, but HLD, tell me if I'm wrong. People wanted James Toney to show Roy Jones a lesson because how Roy was. Don't think that Roy was always loved. Like
no, he
that.
wasn't.
They wanted James Toney because James Toney was like that, and they wanted James Toney to do him. And when did what he did with James Toney, that chicken shit, bro, that changed the complete perspective.
Real quick, this is the first time I've seen this, and I just wanted to ask: does anybody know what this presented by DZRT? Is this the zone?
No, I looked at that earlier. I saw that earlier, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Well, guess what? White guess, man. DZRT. They had another company that was sponsoring, which was like an AI company. That they had. Let's see now. DZRT presented by. It's saying this is some type of quit smoking nicotine pouches.
Somebody, listen, that could be the zone and the RT shit. Or it could be just that. Something in New York is always trying to get sponsored, bro.
You want me to stop this? Respect me. Respect the scars that I got to show my son for the rest of their life. Respect the work that I put in. But till then, you're going to get the other version of me that just speaks the truth.
We still have a lot of work to do. I told him, you know, God gave you these gifts so the kids could freaking look up to you, man. We could save one soul. That's a lot, man.
So that's why we got to keep beating these guys, beating Shakur. This is part of it to get to that next level. I pretty much have had almost everything thrown at me, and I look forward to see what will be thrown at me come January 31st. My image, you speak on my name, better say that I'm winning, no cap. Hey.
They didn't show us much, bro. They didn't show us much.
Because it's only 4 minutes. I seen it's another one that it just dropped. It's a little bit longer, but
yeah, the magazine.
Yeah, it's another one. They just.
But it's not like, you know, it's not like the one-on-one videos that Shakur's been making on his own.
Well, that's his own channel. Like, let's be real.
Still hasn't been on this camp.
Yeah, them dudes. Right about now, when it comes to the camp, this is Shakur's. It's not his first time, but yeah, like to promote this fight. I don't know what was told or whatever, but like the same shit that the zone showing with giving it commentaries, the same shit I already seen.
Where does Teo train out of? In Florida, New York?
He's in Florida. He's in Florida. Teo's in Florida.
Do you know any of his sparring partners?
No, he's keeping that shit
locked down, bro.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I said, Jackie. That's what I found.
My titles are on the line. My legacy on the line.
Yeah, it was funny saying that shit, bro.
Like, if you go to Shakur's channel, you just type in Shakur Stevenson, you go to his channel. Like, he ain't about to tag you. He want people to do that shit for him because there's just more promotion. And you'll see what he's doing. He got. I think he's on episode 4 or 5.
Yeah, 4. I think it is.
It's 4.
Man,
right?
He's looking yoked, bro. Like, this kid is putting on some weight.
Yo, HLD, how you ain't got no damn channel and you know more than content? See, that's what the fuck I be talking about right there,
bro. Because
this boxing shit.
This is fun for me, man. It's not my occupation. I don't want it to be my occupation. And then I know that if I do a channel, then I'm gonna have to put in a lot of work on the production side, video editing, and wanting to have everything like fire on point. And you know, I'm not. Right now, I'm cool with just jumping on a panel, talking about shit.
Yeah, talking that shit, right? That's what I'm talking about, man. So, but how do you be knowing more of the content creators? Exactly. So
because boxing fans, we're different, bro. Like I was thinking about that this morning. I actually am gonna do a video. I'm gonna start doing some videos on my channel, not live stream, but I want to talk about how boxing fans are the most like obsessed sorts of fan base that I've been around. We know more about the pay, about contracts, about weight stipulation, about the trainers, about girlfriends, more than any other sport that I've ever been involved in. You know, there's boxers are scrutinized like a motherfucker, and boxing fans are obsessed. And I would even say like someone who's very passionate about music and goes to the opera, they don't know what the clarinet's husband, how much money the clarinet's husband's making. Like they don't know where that flute player came from.
We gotta
know. We know every fucking thing.
We gotta know. Fighters. If we don't, we don't. If you don't figure it out, that's why the fight ain't happening, right? Like
no. It makes the fight even bigger. I always say that fighting is like a movie. You don't know what the script is, and you see it unfold on a Saturday night, but you do know all of the drama leading up to the fight. You know about Devin Haney's baby mama. You know about the Mole.
Were you ever a Charlo fan? Were you ever a Charlo fan? Were you ever a Jamal?
I wasn't a Charlo fan. I said, what's his name?
The oldest one, the oldest son, the oldest brother, Jamal. Were you ever a Jamal Charlo fan? Never. Okay, I was a Jamal Charlo fan, right? Like Jamel was all right, but I thought Jamal was the power puncher, right? When I was like, yo, why the hell is he not? And then it started coming out about him. And I'm like, yo, sweetheart. I was like, oh no. We just like, I don't even want to go back into it, but we just spoke about this man shit. Your high school sweetheart has flipped the script on you, and now and y'all married and kids, and like you've been messing with her since junior high, like this, like you definitely not the same dude no more. I don't care what anybody say, and what you see is what you get. See, it happened too late in life for him, and what you see is what you get. He may not be good till he about 43, 44.
Because that's what he says. Boxing is a one-man sport. The whole focus is on one man. Other sports, attention gets split between different players, different position. In boxing, the one-man sport, you as the boxer takes all. Criticism.
So, like, I'll tell you this.
It's fact to that. You know, Jackie, that's my brother, Biz, bro. He's a good dude. Real good dude. But I don't mean that I kiss his ass, and I agree with all his points. So I go at it. Right now, he's mad at me for what he posted on Twitter. He got moist on me.
What you talking about?
About showbiz. Oh, Jackie saying the first time she's seen me is on.
Bro, why people don't like? You know what? That's a whole other live. I don't even want to like. I do not know why people do not like him, but somebody do, because that's why he got the
biggest channel, man.
Everybody else, but
I've been following Biz since the day, bro. Before he even quit his job on live, bro. He just said, bro, today's the day. I'm gonna be a full-time boxing podcaster.
Yo, that's the goal right there. I'm trying to do that shit.
He went into bro. He videotaped him going with his box, delivered that he's quitting on the spot, grabbed his shit and left. I'm done, full-time podcaster.
Well,
that was like
you know why that's fire? You know why that's fire, bro? Because this last ring card, right? Nobody, and I mean, but nobody, but us, made that card, especially one fight, bigger than anybody else. I don't care about the ring. Y'all can bring Max Kellerman, LaShawn McCoy. I don't care who the fuck y'all brung on. Nobody made that shit bigger than regular content creators and regulars on panels on YouTube. We made that Devin Haney, Brian Norman fight bigger than the damn David Benavidez main. We did that.
That's a fact.
Nobody did that but us.
Yeah. absolutely media is transitioning right now. There, Max Kellerman and what's the other guy that they put up on a camera? He's a journalist for ESPN.
Nobody respects him. He's not a journalist from ESPN.
What's his
You
name?
talking about that's on the guy that be on the ring shit?
Yeah. Fuck. He's a writer.
No, you mean Dougie Fisher?
No. The guy that's he's on the podcast. It's Max. It's
the
him.
guy with the ponytail, right? You talking about the guy with the bald ponytail?
Head. No, the bald head.
Marco hates on him a lot.
Are you talking who?
Here,
are we talking about? Are we talking about Versace? Who are we talking about?
Nah. It's him. It's Max Kellerman. Him.
What, the black dude?
No, not the black dude. It's a bald white guy.
Here, I'll get it in just a sec. I'll pull it up in just a sec.
What's his name? As soon as you
say Coppinger? Coppinger's the only
Coppinger.
Yeah, Coppinger.
Oh, come on, man. How can you forget Coppinger's?
You know what I'm saying? Coppinger. Like, I forgot his damn name. Like nobody respects him, bro. Like nobody, because he puts out bullshit. Okay, I'll say it. I hate to say it, damn. Because just like when I remember Blue Blood being in the meat truck delivering shit. Mike Coppinger is the how you was, I guess.
Boss.
Yeah, he's the blue blood of I guess they the same, they in the same lane. Sometimes they drop shit that's false and then be like, well, hey, you know what I'm saying? That's it, and move on from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
no. But I remember why I brought him up, because boxing media is changing. They're not getting nearly a quarter of the views as content creators are. Because and they have lots of money in the production and the camera equipment, and they're wearing suits and they have a desk, but all it takes is you just put up a camera and a live stream, and if you have some more important shit to say and people like you, and timing right, and if you're in the algorithm, you're gonna get way more views than.
The problem is that they haven't set up that the way they're set up. You don't even know when they're coming on. You don't know when they're gonna do their thing, and on YouTube itself, it's like they do not understand. You gotta learn how to captivate and keep that audience tuning into you, and they don't know how to do that. They really don't.
With your own shit, man. Like, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I seen Pro Box still. I seen him steal a guy that I content. They stole his entire shit word for word.
This will help me out. If anybody, like, what got you guys into the boxing community? Like, I haven't heard of Blue Blood. But who were the first ones that you guys started listening to? The first boxing channel I started listening to was The Boxing Voice back in 2020, like right when Danny was still on the panel. And I loved Ness back in the day. Like, he was putting actually fire content. And you have to keep in mind, I had just started training my fighter. So every morning I'm mopping the mats, 9 a.m., and I'm listening to The Boxing Voice when they actually had really good guests, Jermaine Ortiz, referees, judges, different sanctioning bodies. I learned a lot about the sport and the politics, and now it's kind of transitioned to a different sort of show now. But that's what got me introduced to Marco Boxing. That's what got me introduced to Showbiz the Adult, Punch Drunk. I actually like Punch Drunk because I think that he's actually one of the few boxing content creators that can just be in front of a mic like this and he just fucking goes. There's no stopping, and there's no dead air. And as a content creator, like, I like looking at his content.
That is the worst.
That's really hard. Punch is my boy, man. I mean, that's one the first channel I got on was Ranger. He's this Cuban dude, and he was connected with Punch Drunk. And he was the first guy who actually let me on his line. Back then when I had a HLD black and white logo. So it was years ago. And then I got connected with Punch Drunk, and then Punch Drunk, he used to have a lot of open lives, and from there it grew for a minute, being part of the community.
Okay,
that's where I started.
Where'd you start?
I had at first
Jackie says Showbiz the Adult. Mo Brain says I started listening to Coach Malachi because he was calling out the unfair treatment of Bud 2 years ago.
I go back
I don't like Coach Malachi. He's a clown.
I go back further than like that. Like when before StreamYard became what it is, you had to go rent studio. So me and the guy, I don't even talk to this dude no more, but he convinced me to be like, yo, man, these guys ain't doing nothing more than what we talk about standing on the block. You know what I'm saying? They getting paid for it. You just got to figure it out how to do it. The only problem with that is that once he figured out how to do it, he didn't want to show me how to do it.
And, a lot of people like that, man.
You know, and on some other shit, he wanted to keep me away from people like
there's a lot of jealousy in this game, bro. If you're trying to be a podcaster, there's a lot of egos, a lot of jealousy, a lot of, bro, you can't trust no one. Everybody will stab you in the back, all that shit. You can't, this is a lonely man's game. Fuck everybody else who try to come on your channel, try to peep you. They'll come in and act like your boy, and all they're trying to do is get their name out there and shit on your channel and shit like that. They don't want to give you no game. You just got to do everything on your own, bro. Everything on your own. I wouldn't trust no one. Hell, don't trust me. Don't trust no one on this shit.
Like I'll be real. Like I've been on YouTube so long, I should have been monetized. But
I was gonna say H Money too. Was H Money back then? He was popping, man. And I used to be on H Money going
H Money.
They're not monetized.
Never heard of him.
I don't because you like when you fuck with the wrong people on some real shit. Like I could have been monetized messing with. I keep it like Just Do, Knockout. Like I remember we all used to be on a certain channel all the time, bro. And then when they figured out the bubble, I had to go do a little 6-month vacation. When I came back, everything was broken up, and then it was groups, and I was just like, yo, what the hell going on? And I'll be real with you. Out of loyalty, and I shouldn't have had it, I was fucking with the wrong people because the guy was giving me information, but he was still like, it felt like you know, like I said, bro.
People start creating little cliques, bro, and little groups behind the scenes. Act like bitches, bro. You know, there are a lot of clique shit, bro. And
you gotta be careful.
It's this goofy shit, bro. Fuck all that shit about behind the scenes, bro.
Josue said I started on Fannin, then jumping around BB, Coach, Boxing Ego. Yeah, Boxing Ego I think is like from San Francisco too. I think he does.
I'm so tapped into this, bro. Like I literally watch Fanon's mental breakdown.
Fanon. Yeah, he did. He has
I literally watch his. I watch his mental breakdown, and then I watch Drew Titan's rise. Like while Fanon had his breakdown, and then he had to go away. Like if I'm not mistaken, it had to be either his wife or his son. They would have to push the button twice for Drew Titan to come on Fanon's channel, and then simultaneously stream it to his shit while he was on. That's how Drew Titan grew while Fanon was in rehab. But it was
I tune into Fanon when you want to read legal court documents, when you want to understand shit. You want somebody who's a smart motherfucker with a doctorate in English composition. Yo, Fanon is that motherfucker. He's a smart man. You know, he's a smart man.
Recently I've been tuning into his lives. They've been coming across my feed in the morning, and the more that I've been doing this, the more I'm realizing that there are so many boxing content creators I've never heard of. Yeah, I don't know who H Money is or
his scene used to be popping, but I don't think it is anymore. It just goes wild on his channel, bro. He's gotten probably demonetized and blocked so many damn times because his channel is truly free smoke. Everybody talks shit. You want a 1-man gang fight? You go there. All personalities are welcome.
It's
black and brown too, man. That motherfucker, bro. I got into it with him, but his channel was popping for a little while on Fridays, and it was popping to it a lot of good debates. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he's still around.
Yeah, I found Marco through the Boxing Voice. That's how I found him.
Yeah, that's you know what? I found Marco. I seen him on the Boxing Voice, but then when I had my first one-on-one, when he was on Claymore Range, I called him out for being a lapdog to Nestor Gill.
Oh, so Claymore's been out for a while too. He's been pushing content for a minute.
No, not for a minute. Not for a minute. He's been around for about 2 years now, maybe. I'm gonna say as far as pushing his own shit. But out of everybody that I know on the up and coming, out of everybody, bro, his shit is clean production, on point. His you know, bro, I praise him a lot. I don't agree with a lot of people and a lot of shit, but that's my boy. He does a lot of good work on his channel, man. I give him props all the damn time.
Yeah, he's
out
pretty
everybody
good.
I know,
he's got a voice for it too.
Yeah, he's got a voice. He's a smart man. Bro, he just and he, bro, you see the work. Look at the work. Go look at what he does on his channel with just 2,000 subscribers, and then go look at what Marco doing. And that's not throwing shade at Marco. That's just calling it what it is. That guy's got it. He comes out there with that mid depressed fucking, bro. Come on and give a show, man. Put some work into your shit. Make it look good, man. You got to put work into your shit. And I call out everybody. Mill City, I tell them the same thing too. Yo, what the fuck is with this production, bro? Get your internet shit right, bro, so we can have good lives and not having people, falling off or freezing and shit. Like, we got to get this shit right. It don't matter who you are. You got to take constructive criticism. You want to fucking grow. But Claymore Reigns, I give him 100% props. He's the best up-and-coming channel.
It's interesting that you say that, HLD, because that's one thing that I definitely trying to take care of right away. I listen to these streams and I hate when there's glitches or internet cuts out or some stuff like that. There's intermissions or dead air.
Yeah, man. I tell Mill City all the time, bro.
So I know that ahead of time, and I'm creating my stuff now, and I'm just like, okay, I got to make sure the audio is good, cameras are up, nothing gets disconnected, so then I can pay attention to what I'm talking about rather than.
Hey, Trump, I ain't going nowhere. I'll be right back. I ain't going nowhere. I'll be right back.
But yeah, man, like being a content creator, doing the production side of this stuff is very important too, because some can get away with just being in front of a camera. But if you want to, set yourself apart or just do it something creatively differently, then yeah, you got to be on point.
Man,
it's hard. AI has been so helpful though, bro. AI has been like my best friend, bro.
But you gotta want to help yourself. You gotta want to do it. Look, man. I'm a supporter of go-getters, bro. If you're just a lazy fuck on your shit, you don't like. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? You got to be a go-getter. If you want to be like, if you're trying to really make something of this shit, then let me see the work and effort. Let's see what you're doing, bro. But bro, what the fuck are you doing? Just you turning on this shit. It's like, what? My ass hurts. My hemorrhoids are inflamed today. Life sucks.
Yeah, I love Marco, man. I feel like if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have found my passion to talking about boxing in general. So I'll say this time and time again, like if it wasn't for me going on, I would have never found this sort of my lane. But there's been a couple times in the past where I've donated, like I've super chatted to Marco, and he lets it go and he doesn't catch it, and I'm like, fuck, I just went out of my way to drop some bread and it doesn't get recognized. And that's I should want to support my boy's channel, but that shit's happened more than once, and I'm like, then I don't feel good about reminding him. So I think Marco can get better at just about paying attention a little bit better to the show.
Bro, look, man, let me tell you something. One thing that Pop Smoke just said was referencing me, like, how do I know more than what? No podcaster who's putting up a channel should not, your audience should not know more than what's going on than you.
Hang on, I disagree. Marco's cool, and I give him his respect, but like, that's something that I feel.
No, this guy,
at least at the very minimum that you should do is you should be aware of who's super chatting. Like Jackie drops tons of money on Marco's channel, and she gets recognition. That super chat's up there for a long time, but
Look,
That's facts.
I don't expect anything in return. I put up a super chat. That's what I get in return. That I'm putting up my opinion and it's getting
No,
put
I
out
get you
there.
100%.
And that way,
it's selfish. It's selfish of me to want for him to read my chat, but it is what
oh,
it
you
is.
mean
And I'm sure a lot
you sent them cash apps or you sent them a super chat? He doesn't read it.
super chat on YouTube doesn't read it.
Oh no, that's not right. That's not right.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like you should at least be paying a little bit to the show.
Yeah, that's not right. You know,
what's up, Champ Ross? What's up?
But I mean, to each his own. You know what I mean? But
yeah, to each their own. Marco's cool, but I'm saying that hit me a couple times where it's happened more than once, and I don't want to remind him, bro. I just super chatted you $2 or whatever, but you gotta be grateful. I support him because I limit my subscriptions. I only have like YouTube Premium and like I don't have any streaming service. So in my mind, I'm going to support a small content creator when I can.
I acknowledge that it's work. That's why I don't have my own channel because I know it's work. So I'll do my super chats and then at least one of the months I'll send them a cash app because I know he's got to pay for StreamYard. StreamYard is not free. You paying for StreamYard, right?
Yeah. And I'm paying for the most premium one because I have this extra camera here, and there's some other options that I can.
So you're paying what? Is that $400 deal a year or something like that, or is it
it's $80 a month?
You're paying $80 a month. We got to get you monetized, man.
I'm working. I'm pretty close. I think in a couple more months I'll be monetized. But we'll see. This is all a work in progress. HLD. The plan is to build a brand and get a fight on Misfits or
brand risk, bro.
It makes so much sense, bro. I'm gonna do the Gervonta take route. I'm gonna go make the money and get the views, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you do, bro. You spark somebody out on if you spark somebody out on brand risk, one of them fights, bro. Instant celebrity, bro. And then tune on Fun Truck, my YouTube. You get all the boxing content.
Oh yeah. and it's killing two birds one stone. It's like that'll be great if I actually can make this work and I can earn some money, right? Where I can like leave my full-time job and still do my part-time job because I'm an entrepreneur through and through. And the more blah blah blah. If I could build this brand up to get a fight, like I'm getting in shape and I'm making some money / building my lane. So I think there's just like it's a win-win. I'm trying to say it's both positive. So
yeah, but I mean
Darrell Washington, I want to ask you, how did you find this channel, bro? Did you come from Marco's channel? How'd you find us? Champ Ross, you as well. I'm not too sure. All right, Mo says Marco zoned out. He's editing his other content to make the most out of his time on lives. He also ran a business and has 2 small children, so I get it. Absolutely.
That sounds like you get like somebody's playing the violin. The violin.
Darrell Washington, let's go. Just stumbled on us, man. That's what's up. Well, this is my unofficial co-host HLD.
What?
HLD, and if you don't know Darrell Washington, he's got a bit following, even though he doesn't. Cam Up. That's the mysterious HLD, and I'm not going to ask you to cam up, but I'm saying like on other channels, you're so recognized, man. You're in the comments. And
look, I've been part of this community for a minute, man. I mean, that's all. I've been part of the community for a minute.
Hey, Champ Ross, Fun Truck. I seen you on another channel, so I subbed. If I see someone solid, I support. It's only getting better, Champ Ross. I was like looking into Starlink HLD to see, if I'm gonna go to gyms and like do some lives with interviewing boxers and other stuff. I want to have good internet connection, so I'm looking to get in Starlink in the future.
Well, the Starlink, I saw the Starlink Mini. I think it's like I think you only get like 100 gigabytes of data for like I think you get for like 80. You get 100 gigabytes for like $80 a month, something like that. It is for the Starlink.
That's not bad.
But But you get that, you take that shit everywhere. So I'm probably getting that from my cousin. He likes to go fucking hunting and shit, be in the middle of nowhere. I might hook him up with that. But that's why I thought it's like $80 a month for the mini. They got different sizes and different plans. But the mini one, it's one that you can put in your backpack like nothing. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
That's what's up, Champ Ross and what's his name, Jarrell. I think that's pretty organic.
Hey, you see?
Yeah, so there's lots of different ways to make your lane in this boxing community. Showbiz has a very entertaining twist that he does to it, and he believes what he says, and that's why people like him. And I think just you can sense passion on someone, bro. Like
he loves the game. He loves.
Yeah, I love this shit too, and I'm happy that I'm finding my own lane because I can talk about my shit that I love to talk about, like the technique and the stories leading up to fights. And again, I'm not too big of a historian, but what I focus my boxing energy on is like training my fighter, being a coach when I'm watching fights, and that's what I love to share. So Fun Truck Plus, I seen you local Bay Area, so I sub for sure. Bay Area fam, that's what's up, man.
Showbiz got moist on me on Twitter because he puts up a thing and he puts a post in a video and he goes, the title goes Teofimo Lopez burden. Then it goes making the fight fun to win. And what do you think? Will Teofimo be able to pull it off? And I'm just like, hey, look, man. I've been saying, I think you said it too about the winning exciting. I'm like, no, the onus to make the fight exciting is on both fighters. You giving Shakur a pass is bull jive, and bull jive is his word. He uses that word a lot. Showbiz. Then the video was about Gary Russell, and so the video that he had is Gary Russell breaking it down. That Teo's got to have what's called chaos, controlled chaos, though. And then I go now on what Gary Russell said for Teo to win is valid, controlled chaos. He comes back at me, Biz, and like, I'm disappointed that someone as smart as you twisted what I said like that. That's fucked up, bro. Like, bro, you moist on me, man. Stop it. I go at it with everybody, man. With everybody. I don't. My opinion is my opinion. And if I feel you're wrong, I'm gonna tell you. Not disrespectful, but I'm gonna go against the grain if I feel it's not right. And so me and Showbiz, we go at it. I've been following Showbiz, been a member of this for like 7 years or something like that, 5-6 years now. I don't know how long it's been, but I like Showbiz.
H Money is the way you got introduced into the boxing YouTube world.
No, man, it was a small channel. It was from this Cuban. I forgot the name of his channel, Ranger, because he hasn't been on for a long time. But it's this Cuban. He goes by Ranger, and intellectual man, and from there with Punch and H Money and Showbiz.
There's one guy who I blocked right away, dude, and that's Southpaw TV.
Oh, I can't stand that motherfucker. He can't hang on me on a panel. I've cooked him so many times off a panel.
Yo,
I don't like
the shit that I heard years ago with him say. I straight up blocked all his shit. Like, I don't even want to come close to that type of energy. The fact that he's got a following is just surprises me, man. That's disrespectful.
Well, he's morphed a little bit, but he's an asshole, bro. He's an asshole, but you know what? He's good at editing. He's good at putting his videos together. That shit he's good at, and he's a master manipulator of words. I give him that.
What are you talking about now?
Piece of shit Southpaw. I think he's a piece of shit, but he does. But what he does well is he does good. His editing of his videos and all that shit. And he can be funny when he wants to be funny, but sometimes he just be saying some crazy shit off the wall that just, I'll beat your kid up, I'll take your daughter and I'll smack her around and shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
You know about this? HLD Champ Ross says, I found the YouTube boxing community in 2011. I seen so many people come and go. HLD knows what I'm talking about.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. A lot of people have been in and out the game. I've seen them rise. I've seen them fall. I've been on panels where I help build a community and build a channel up, and they turn your back on you, and then sorry, bro, I'm out.
Hey, Fun Truck. Hey, so many guys. There's at least 10, 15 guys who do not have a channel after Earl Spence lost to Bud Crawford.
It got that bad?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I seen guys like just like, you know, like they bet the house. I was like, oh, you really thought it was gonna be? Oh, like they didn't like just think about it, right? Black Fight Fan went away for over a year before he came back. Like it hurt. Or you like, bro, up until this damn fight happened, you guys was talking all this. You guys making money, super chats and cash apps.
And Frost says they disappeared after Wilder too.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, it was so toxic back then.
Yeah.
Bro. Holy shit, bro.
Yeah, man.
It was toxic like a motherfucker, bro. And all that, I hated Wilder for all the toxicity that he brought out, man. And it was, bro, it was bad, bro. It was bad. You know,
so check this out. Dalton Smith has told the Ring magazine that he intends to be ringside for the Teo versus Shakur Stevenson fight and wants the winner in a unification.
Well, I saw the interview and he's like, look, man, I'm gonna be there, yeah, because I mean these guys are my contemporary competitors, but I also want to just be there because, bro, this is a great fight. I'm a fan. I want to be there because it's the best fight. So you know, it's not on a personal thing that he's trying to do it.
Mo, are you excited for Dalton Smith because a star born when you knock out someone in the 5th round? When you knock out No Mas Matias, yeah, a star is born. I want to see this fucker fight.
I think he made a statement, but I don't know if a star is born. But he solidified himself that he's a comer. You know what I mean?
I have an inside joke with Mo, but we were talking specifically about Xander. If Xander stops a boss, bro, a star is born.
It's a shame that we don't have a lot of publicity with that fight because
sink or swim, motherfucker. You're in the deep end of the pool.
I tried last night, man. I tried last night. Anybody pull up to like 45 minutes. The kids are getting out of hand. I was like, man, where the hell was y'all at earlier? Xander Zayas, Abas, Baru, and Bakaram all to fight on the same day. That's 3 belts.
It'll be a full day.
Not to mention Shakur and Teo. So we talking about 2 of the adult Shakur, Teo, Jermaine, Keyshawn. So 2 of we trying to see what 140 or 154 is more dog. And ain't nobody talking about the actual fights like that, really.
Mo says he's thinking of pulling up to Puerto Rico for the fight last minute.
I don't think you can even find tickets, man, because I was looking at the tickets last week.
How much money am I going to drop if I go to get some like cheap tickets and stay for the weekend in PR?
Depends where you're going to stay at. The tickets, I mean, I don't know.
Altogether, my weekend.
By yourself?
My lady.
You and your lady, including the ticket?
Yep.
The ticket to the fight? See, the thing is, bro, you're only like 2 weeks away, so I don't know what the airfare is going to be right now, man.
Wait,
sometimes, and then you're flying from California, bro.
Oh, nigga, you fun truck. No. Just throw a big fight party.
Yeah, that's a lot of money, man.
Oh no, I'm not going. I'm just wondering how much it would.
I'm gonna say
if I were to plan this ahead of time. If I were to plan this,
had you planned it ahead of time, you might be able to find tickets between. This is from Cali though, man. So I don't know. It's gonna be between 300 to 500. You know, on a good day.
You talking about the tickets? Hold on, bro.
For the airfare,
you need to be talking about airfare, round trip.
Right, that's what I'm saying. 300 to 500, and then you're gonna have to then, depending on where you're gonna stay at.
Where you gonna stay at? How close?
You're better off. You're better off getting an Airbnb and
yeah. Hopefully you can get one that's good and hopefully you can get somewhere close to the stadium where you either in walking distance or a quick little Uber. But you better hope. No, you better hope you not in a. The fight is in Manhattan. You better hope they don't put you in Queens or Brooklyn.
No, he's talking about Puerto Rico. I think you would spend. I think you could get away with about $1,200, $1,500.
Man,
that's being frugal. That's being frugal. Like you go there, you're not trying to eat the best shit and none of that stuff. Being frugal, yeah, you could get away with it.
I know that like the Bay Area is not Champ Ross. Bay Area is not known for boxing events regularly. So when Devin Haney fought Progress December 8th, 2023, and I pulled up to that fight on the train, got hammered with my best friend who I beat up. I shared a story yesterday when he was trying to drive home drunk when I beat him up. The same best friend. We watched the fight. We were on the top level on the very first row though. So we were like, we had a sort of a balcony like overview of the ring. It was great seats. There was like pure boxing fans all around us for Haney, for Progress. Bro, nothing is more exciting than going to a boxing match live. And like I wouldn't travel to do that because I don't really like traveling. I think it stresses me out. So I'm upset that there's not enough boxing events in the Bay Area because that's my shit, man. Like
California.
I like the in between the rounds because normally when you're watching pay-per-view, you get cut to commercial, but when you're there in person, you're like, oh, like there's no advertisements and no fucking sound bites. There's no commentators. You're just watching you're watching the fight with hundreds of fans because everybody who shows up to a boxing match is a fan.
No, absolutely, but the problem with California is the taxes, bro.
Okay. Mo says, bro, I pulled up to the Haney fight. That place was a party, dog. They were rolling blunts in the Chase Center. The fucking stadium had just been built. It's a state of the art stadium, and there's people just rolling blunts. You go to the bathroom, there's a bunch of black dudes playing dice. Like this shit was different than any other environment that has came to the Bay Area. Last I could remember, I went to watch the Migos out here in the city, and smoke left. But you could have swore this was like baby Atlanta. ATL pulled up to the Bay, dude. I saw like low riders, different type of outfits, like pimp costume like shit from this black community, and that's what was at the Devin Haney fight here in San Francisco. This shit was a party. There's no like this is a comment by Mo. He said he pulled up and it was a party. It fucking was a party, dude. This shit was cracking. Lawrence Meyer says, "Fun truck, what up, man?" Host West says, "Vegas gonna take it all when it comes to the boxing match." Yeah. I mean, that's the fight capital of the world. You know, it's easy to put up events there. There ain't no big boxing events in California. Sometimes there are, you know, little pro box, and DAZN did something at the Stockton Auditorium. That's a small venue. That was, what's her name? We had that female fighter from Australia, Sky Nicholson, Tito Mercado, the guy that they think that can beat Abdullah Mason. What's his name? Mick likes him a lot. Fuck, I forget his name. He beat the 209er. Yeah, since Ward, Guerrero, Nonito got old, the events here have gone away. I usually go to LA casinos venues that are good. I just went to the Stockton event for Pacheco card. Exactly. What about you? Do you go to any like local stuff, or do you have to go out of your way to fly and travel to the big boxing matches, AHLD?
I don't go to many of them.
Have you been to a lot?
No, not lately. Because I mean, I got back into the game just a few years back. My last what was my last fight that I went to before next week's? Was it the Matias fight in Minnesota? I flew out to Minnesota. I think it was when Matias won the belt in Minnesota 2 years ago or so. It's my last fight that I went to. There haven't been too many big fights that tells me, oh, I want to be there. I missed out on no, which one did I? No, I went to another one at MSG. I don't remember.
Champ Ross, Devin Haney can bring a lot of the boxing community back to the Bay Area. I mean, that they had to open up extra seats at Chase Center. And I mean, we're starving for somebody, man. Give us, if Devin Haney is going to be in these really good matchups, i.e. Keyshawn, Tank, Ryan Garcia. Those are mega fights. Some of the biggest fights in boxing, in my opinion. Kareem Mayfield. I'm actually good friends with Kareem Mayfield, Champ Ross. When I first got introduced to boxing, I was sparring him like a lot, and I'm still friends with him. I have his number, and yeah, Kareem Mayfield, HLD, was this local guy in the Bay Area that I became good friends with, and I think his claim to fame was Mayweather called him out once, and that's as far as he got. Haney sells better than Ward ever did. Yeah, because Ward, I think I heard, couldn't fill up the Oracle, and he's from Oakland. I think it's also just different times.
I remember I had the California State Athletic Commission documents for the tickets sold for that fight. But you want to see him go back there, man, because taxes are too much over there in California. They really are, and they didn't make and even though it's sold, it did sell, but the pay-per-view numbers were bad. That they didn't get no back end money. That fight was a guaranteed 1.5 million for programming for Haney, plus pay-per-view revenue, but they didn't make any.
I need you to talk for 20 seconds, HLD.
Copy that, man. Oh, this is Roberto Duran. Yo, I saw a video of Roberto Duran schooling Sugar Shane Mosley. And he got mad at him for the way he was throwing punches at the bag. He said, bro, you gotta use your whole shoulders going into it. He got mad at him. I'm surprised Roberto Duran is not at least a handler in a lot of these camps to help adjust and bring some fine tuning to things that he sees that you should do as a fighter. Because all this spot shitting does right here that he's doing, man, like, is he really gonna remember all this stuff? I was just saying, man, I saw a video of Roberto Duran schooling Sugar Shane Mosley, and he got mad at him in a way because he was like, what the fuck are you doing? This not. I just showed you how to hit the bag, and you're just slapping the bag or something like that. He was telling him, no, put your shoulder into it, bro. I'm surprised that Roberto Duran is not at least a handler, like kind of like Rel is right now with Shakur, or like even like a Bernie the boxer is in these gyms. You know, Roberto Duran, I'm surprised he never made it into these gyms, and because he's got a lot of gems. So we're seeing Keyshawn Davis has staying sharp. Yeah, we haven't seen much, bro. I'll be honest with you. We haven't seen much.
Fun Truck, did you used to go to the Redwood City fights? Andy Vences. I know Andy Vences as well. Those were good fights in the day. No, I didn't go Champ Ross. I'm sort of new. After Canelo and Trout, that's when I became a boxing fan. But like I would say even more of a boxing fan the last 5 years. I obviously know mainstream fights from when I was a kid growing up, Manny Pacquiao versus Marquez, but I've kind of transitioned from a UFC fan to a boxing fan full time now. HLD. I was a huge UFC fan. I still am, but I'm not too excited about the sport anymore. I can give a fuck all, actually. And I used to be like obsessed with it this way I am about boxing right now.
Bro, when UFC first came onto the scene, bro, yo, that was the shit, bro. Like everybody was watching UFC, bro. Hell, we were watching the same fights over and over and shit. It was just so raw and so good to watch.
I'll say the last fight that I was like jumping through the roof was Chimaev versus DDP, Dracus Duplessis.
Yeah.
Dude, I love Chimaev. I think something about him, he's just got that star power, man. I loved every bit of that 5-round wrestling clinic that he did. He put a man in a crucifix for 5 rounds. What made you walk away from the UFC? Good question. I think it's a combination of things. I feel that if I have the number 1 pound for pound UFC fighter fighting the number 2 pound for pound UFC fighter, and I had the option to watch that over the number 1 pound for pound boxer versus the number 2 pound for pound boxer, I'm going to pick boxing. I thought about that question because they're both combat sports that I love, but I just think that boxing to me is more exciting. Like there's just technique involved, and it's a lot more poetry in motion compared to MMA. You know, it's like you have these guys with their 2 hands rather than the 4 limbs and the wrestling and the knees and the elbows that you have to look out for. So you're kind of spread out there, and there are special guys that are really good at boxing, i.e. Ilya Topuria. With boxing, though, I mean, when you watch Canelo versus Golovkin 2 will be my favorite fight, one of my favorite fights of all time. And recently, the fight that we watched yesterday with Bivol and Beterbiev, like, I'm gonna go back and watch that fight again.
Yeah, that was a good fight, right? You thought when you first said when you said that, man, it was one of the most disappointing. like, what, bro? That were good fights. I thought they were great. I thought it's because the guy who you didn't want to won, and that's why it was like a letdown.
And then there's matchups like Paddy Pimblett should not be getting the title shot against Justin Gaethje. It should be Arman Tsarukyan. Like, bro, that is some disrespectful shit. And then they put
Gaethje is still in the fight game, bro. That's what surprises me. Gaethje's been through wars, man. He's still fighting.
Josue says, I used to like the early UFC when Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz, Rampage, Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva was I'm the biggest Anderson Silva fan, man. I would buy the pay-per-view with friends that coming over. We'd scramble change together, and we'd show my mom a bag of fucking $40, $60, whatever the pay-per-view was. I'd watch Anderson Silva get beat up by Chael Sonnen all the way into that 5th round, 40 seconds left of the fight, and he taps out Chael Sonnen after getting beat up. And then he turns around and rematches Chael Sonnen. Chael Sonnen tries throwing a spinning back fist, finds himself against the cage. Anderson Silva throws a knee, an illegal knee, and then he follows up with shots.
And I remember years ago, I bought some wrestling videos by Chael Sonnen, bro. Bought a whole set. When I built the gym downstairs for us, had it on the big screen where he was practicing away with Chael Sonnen. He was a good wrestler, man.
Yeah, I'm a fan of him. But 11 days away before I finish up the live stream, 11 days away from Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez. And I can't be more excited for this mega fight. We're about to see what Bivol and Beterbiev did. Like, if it turns out to be that high level, and if it's high level without running, quote unquote running, I'll be happy. If Shakur stands a little bit and they fight, I'm gonna be happy.
What style of Shakur beats Teofimo? So I'm looking at what style, what version of Shakur beats. Because if it's the version that fought against Zepeda, he's gonna lose. If it's the version that fought against Valdez, that style, he's gonna lose. If it's the style that fought Padley, he's gonna lose. The only way I see anybody trying to give him credit winning if he's just running around and like a lot of these folks want to say that Jermaine Ortiz beat Tio. I'm like, yeah, right. If you think that style is gonna beat Tio, you guys are crazy. So I want to know what version of Shakur beats Tio. If he's gonna fight the way he fought against, bro, I'm looking at that Artem fight. Bro, Artem was putting leather on Shakur. So is that version gonna beat Tio? I don't see that.
Darrell Washington says Shakur boxing in and out. So,
bro, Shakur got some mid offense. His offense is mid. it's mid. Standing up straight, open leg stance.
If he fights,
no head movement,
like he did against Valdez, I think we're going to be in for a treat. I think this might be one of the top boxing matches of all time to watch as a fan. Right, I have two right now: Bivol and Beterbiev, and Canelo versus Triple G. You can sum up the trilogies and say those are just fights that I love to watch back. Even the first one, man. Even the first Canelo versus Triple G fight.
Yeah. I'm hey man, that's why we have the fights, man. We'll see what version comes from both guys. You know what I mean? I guess that's what it's gonna come down to. What version? We see, and we'll see. Not
Teo has lost already, so I don't know if that benefits him. Like,
well, one thing it does by having a loss on your record is that you don't carry that burden about losing your O, because that's a lot of pressure, man. Even Andre Ward on one of his on one of the top ranked fights that he was calling, he got into it with Tim Bradley, and he's like, look, man, the weight of having to protect that O, that fucks with you. That's pressure, and unless you have that, and he got into it with Tim Bradley because obviously Tim Bradley had a loss on his career, right? And so he's like, I'm telling you, if you don't know how to check that, if you don't know how to control that anxiety and the pressure of losing or possibly losing your O and all that shit, that will get to a fighter. There is a mentality to that, and so Teo not having it, he doesn't have that burden anymore. You know who has it? Devin Haney now. I mean, even though in my record he's got 3 losses, 1 scrubbed in Mexico. The Devin Haney fight and the Ryan Garcia fight and the Loma fight. But you know that because that O means a lot in networking and branding. It doesn't mean so much in the competition. But when you're trying to sign a contract, when you're trying to get advertisers, that A and the undefeated, blah blah, that means a lot to a brand. If you're being
Mayweather definitely changed the game. We're also 11 days away from the Keyshawn Davis versus Jermaine Ortiz. I have a Reddit post up here on the screen saying Keyshawn Davis on the Ring 6 card, headlined by Teo and Shakur. He says, I really feel like I'm carrying this promotion. Shakur and Teo are the big names, but everything is about me and my return. What about your big return, big head? Man, make the weight.
I think
make the weight number 1, put up a good performance and beat Jermaine Ortiz. I'm hell excited for your return, actually. But I'm not. You're not carrying the promotion. Otherwise, we'd see you in front of more interviews, bro. In fact, we're just hoping that you make the weight and show up to the fight. That's all we're caring about. We don't know.
Like his announcement to the fight didn't sell any more tickets, bro.
It's a fire co-main though. Like as a purist, I want to see this shit. Like it's definitely doing it for me.
I follow these guys, the Adam twins on Twitter, and they're getting it because they put out they feel there's going to be 2 upsets that night. They believe that Jermaine Ortiz can upset Keyshawn Davis and that Teo's going to upset Shakur. They're getting a lot of flack. But the thing is, I see the mentality of Keyshawn Davis, bro, right now. He's distracted with shit that has nothing to do with nothing. You know, he's going at it with Bernie the boxer. He's mad about, he's got a whole new team. The way he's talking, I feel like a lot of fake confidence.
HLD CJ says you're going to go into hiding when Teo takes another L.
Bro, who's CJ, man?
No, I don't think you will. You know, if you love boxing, I did see a lot of people upset when Matias lost. I listened to this boxing channel called Profe Boxeo.
I think Spanish
speaking channel. I like going on there just because I like hearing the perspective of Spanish speaking fans. And Spanish is just you can say a lot differently than you can in English. And I'm not the best Spanish speaker, but I do admire like the language itself. It's very poetic. So when I hear people talk passionately about boxing in Spanish, I fuck with that. So I'm listening to this guy's channel, and then I go on it when Matias lost, and you hear a lot of dudes just like, man, this is why you shouldn't be, like this is why boxing shouldn't make or break your Saturday. You know, I don't care if my fighter wins or loses. I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm like, sometimes I get emotionally invested, and it triggers me that I don't even have an idea. Like when Bacoli lost against Tony Parker, fuck, man, I was upset. I really wanted that to happen. And do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I wanted Bacoli to win, bro. And I'm not saying I'm just picking like all the Mexicans, but I'm just saying just a fighter that grabs my attention. A guy like Superbad from Michigan, what's his name? Tony Harrison, when he beat Charlo. Oh fuck, man! In that second fight when he lost, gutted. I was gutted for a day. When Canelo lost against Crawford, I was fucked up. That's because like I'm a fan, man, and I'm passionate about it. So when Bacoli lost against Tony Parker, I was telling people, this guy's the boogeyman. He's getting off the plane and he's gonna knock Tony Parker out. He was on his way. He was on his way to do that, but Tony Parker got him on the top of the head, and that's heavyweight boxing. So when Matias lost, back to my original point, I go on that Spanish speaking channel. A lot of dudes were just kind of be like, oh, that's why you don't get invested in it. And to me, I'm like, there's just no way that you can't. If you're passionate about this and you get attached to a fighter, it's gonna suck when your fighter loses, bro. Like, are you kidding me? Are you gonna say that we're emotionless, we're not passionate? Nah, man. Like, to each their own. We're all different in many ways. Like, I wish I could watch fights 50-50 all the time, but I actually like that I'm passionate. Because if Bacoli were to win that night against Tony Parker, fuck, man, I would have been so excited. For weeks, I would have been bringing that shit up against people.
No, I feel you. As you get older, you'll realize that we put too many things into this, into sports, to the point that it affects you personally, right?
Joseph Parker, Bobos, Joseph Parker. Tony Parker was the point guard for the Spurs with Manu Ginobili and Tim Duncan. My bad, Bobos. Thank you. That's funny. But yeah, man, I want to finish up the stream. I think you'll be here no matter what if Tio wins or loses. You'd be happy.
Of course, man. How can I what was said to hide, bro? How can I go into hiding, man? I'm more known than you podcasters, brah. Brah. I mean, like, really. But no, man. But you know, we got a treat, bro. It's gonna be a full day of boxing, that's for sure. It's a full day of boxing, man. It's a good day to have people over your house to want to, have your boys over, or whatever, or the family, man, to watch boxing all day, because that's what it is, man. You got the Xander Barras fight. We got the Bakum fight, right? With
a boss and Xander's on the same day.
Yeah, man. Same day. And wait,
is it earlier or later?
No, they got the same time zone, man. New York.
No. They're walking around the same time.
Yeah, I would imagine that they would start earlier in PR though. I would imagine.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like, if the UFC has a card and boxing is lined up, my Saturday's made.
Hold on, UFC does have I think. Let's see here. When is that fight? Is it? No, they're fighting on the 24th. 325, maybe. Let's see here. Yeah, they have the UFC 325 is on January 31st. it's Volkanovski against Diego Lopez.
Wait, so are you saying that when I'm getting older, my passion and emotion, like being emotionally attached to fighters, that's
No,
gonna
it's
go
not that
away?
you're not emotionally attached, but you don't allow it to. You know how it, bro. You know how it. You allow it to affect your day.
Yeah, no, but bro, I've been like that since I've been a Raiders fan because I've
We
been a
all
Raiders
been,
fan,
bro, we all
and
been.
the Raiders suck. So I got used to losing every single Sunday, and my whole, like at my elementary and high school, for whatever reason, football was the biggest deal. So if your team lost, you got clowned on. And I actually learned not to give a shit about whether the Raiders lost or won on a Sunday, but I was like very passionate about the NFL because it meant something back in my day. I didn't grow up. I didn't grow up with technology. My generation was the one to adapt it, because when I turned 12 and 13 years old, that's when my friends started getting cell phones. But prior to that, I grew up bored as shit, bro, not having a device in front of me to keep me entertained. So what I had to look forward to is NBA and the NFL, and the Raiders sucked, and that was my team. And when they left to Vegas, man, that's when I delve even more into boxing. So I say that I think that this passion with certain fighters, I hope it doesn't go away. It sucks when they
it
lose,
never goes away.
but when they win, bro, I'm through the roof.
Oh, but what I'm saying with what you end up learning is that it should not affect your mood for the day, win, lose, or draw. Like, life is bigger than that. Eventually, you'll learn that, especially when you have a family. You'll learn the there's an article I read years ago. It's called "The Boxing Gods," and how we idolize sports so much above and beyond than we even do for our own maker. You know what I mean? And that's wrong. So you'll learn eventually, like, bro, we have no control of what happens. Yeah, you want your guy to win, or your favorite team to win, but it shouldn't affect your day. It shouldn't. Not to the point where you're depressed and you want to break your TV and shit. You're like, no, man, it's not pa tanto.
Darrell Washington says, "I'm watching boxing over UFC if I had to choose my opinion." Absolutely, but when the UFC and boxing are on the same day, what I'm trying to say is, like, my day is made because I'm watching the prelims in the UFC, and the production value in the UFC is much better than boxing. So I'm watching that all the way, and I'll go back and forth between the matches. But boxing is typically like what's on after the UFC, the main event of boxing. So I finish up a good UFC card, then I move on to boxing, because in boxing, the main event's the best fight on the card, obviously. So my day's made when I have a good fight night, a Saturday fight night. It's my favorite thing in the world, man.
My favorite thing is when you have all the family over, man. I like that. You know what I mean? It becomes bigger than the event in itself. Having family over, you're shooting the shit, you're eating good food with everybody, you're having laughs. We get into it, and if you got opposite rivals that you're going against, your whatever team or whatever fighter, all that shit is good, bro.
Clarissa says HLD uses sport as an excuse to invite men over.
Yeah, that's why I've been trying to invite Clarissa over. She don't want to come.
But 11 days away from a fucking boxing spectacle, man.
It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be.
I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream now because I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna make some lunch, try to get a workout in.
Copy that, man. I gotta get to my thing too here, man. It's already late. Well, ya hablamos, manito, man. You be good, man. We'll catch you on the next one. Hablamos.
All right, Chelsea. I beat the spade game with the family in the old stories. And there was a lot of people in the comments today. Let's see how many people we have right now. 10 people watching. That's what's up. Hit the like button on the way out. I'm going to try to stream regularly Monday, Tuesday for sure. Those are the 2 days. I'm going to get the time slot down. I'm also going to be doing the boxing workouts live on the vertical stream. So if you see me boxing at the gym, make sure to leave some comments. Hit the like button. This is Fun Truck and the unofficial co-host HLD. I appreciate everybody in the comments. Darrell Washington, an inorganic follower. Well, those that are listening and watching along, we had HLD and Smoke come on the panel. We broke down our thoughts on the Teo versus Shakur. I kind of want someone to advocate on Shakur's behalf because we're Smoke, HLD, and myself are all picking Tio to win. I think I'm actually calling the draw. I'm betting the draw, not to pick the easy option, but I'm picking the draw because I think Tio's going to win the close rounds. He's going to be pressing towards the action. Bulbos, I appreciate you being up in the comments. Champ Ross, Mo Brains, of course, you guys are always here. Mo Brains with the insight. I wish that you were to jump on and advocate on Shakur's behalf because I know you're picking him to win. But yesterday we did a little bit of coverage with Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios. For the next 11 days or so, I'm going to be going heavy on the Tio versus Shakur because I'm just very passionate about this massive fight. Jackie, appreciate you in the comments. Josue, of course, #1 fan. Josue, the boy. And many more. I think I'm going to wrap up the stream there. That was a good one today. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Hit the like button on the way out.